Hello, everybody. My name is Frigid Hyperion, and welcome back to the Wilds of Wildemount campaign. We are starting today on session 47. This will be part 1. And with me today, I have Dawn playing as Soren, Lily playing as Windchime, I, Cameron, am playing as Moonzik, Rocky is playing as Edward, and Kale is playing as Brine. And then, kicking things off with an important word from our sponsor is our Dungeon Master, Emily. Take it away.
Sky or under the ocean. Seems at all interesting to you, follow the Kickstarter pre-launch page so you'll get notified. It will launch once it hits 1,000 follows, so definitely check that out. Alrighty. Brian, want to go ahead and give us a recap?
Last time on the Wilds of Wildemount, we followed up on our deal to look for the adventurers, for the elderly adventuring troupe. Sorry, give me a hot second. I should have had this in front of me. Where is it? For the adventuring troupe known as...
I could do this. You got it? Do you need help?
No, I've got it.
Okay.
Known as the Golden Watch. We decided to the disappearance of one Tergan Flynn, who, when we reached his abode, was indeed missing. Looking into what could have possibly happened, we found numerous clues about a struggle that might have been in his room, and found demons in his closet. After messing around a little bit in his house, looking for things that could help us in our quest to recover Terragon, we ended up encountering two zombified servants who seemed to be non-hostile. With questions about the assumed search for immortality being a cause for some of these issues, our troop decided to immediately head for the mother's care, for Den Foismuths at the mother's care home for invalids to perhaps head off a potential issue. And that's where we left off, I believe, unless we're going with an alternate canon.
Nope, that's about where we left off. So, you find yourselves after an hour or so's travel outside of a town called Hope's Hollow. I assume, having retrieved wind chime from Firewatch, you make your way to the city, well, this town, a small town, as you approach a desolate town. Walking in, Hope's Hollow might most aptly be described as a ghost town that still has people living in it. You see, even outside as you approach, weeds grow on abandoned farms. Poorly tended cattle are just wandering around. And as you approach in town, you can see businesses and lifelong citizens fleeing from the area in a casual way, I should specify. Uh, those who remain in this desolate town are looking around with suspicious eyes, keeping to themselves, hiding about. You see, as you approach, there is a sign um, that has been vandalized in red paint, changing Hope's Hollow to Hope is Hollow. Clearly in tune with the mood of this small town. Storefronts closed. It's sad here. As you walk in, what would you like to do?
What happened to this place?
Nothing good. Closest person. Hello there!
As you glance, through the lights of the setting sun, there's a dark-skinned woman. She approaches, never breaking her stride or her stare. And as she nears towards you after your call, she appears to step through a lamppost as if it weren't there. Her face is tear-stained and intensely sorrowful.
Did you just... Was that a ghost?
As she approaches to you, you hear her let out a harrowing wail before evaporating into dust. Or to nothingness.
Does that answer your question?
I presume a banshee?
If it was a banshee, wouldn't it have
What was
attacked
that?
us?
Having failed the attempt to gather that person's or being's attention, you wander deeper into the town, finding yourself at the town center, with a town square that has some sort of argument that's taking place. There's two young people who are shouting over one another. You can see there's a very meager crowd that has kind of formed um, around. You see a strong-jawed halfling that kind of standing in the corner, uh, brooding with his own white-knuckled grip on his short spear. You see a couple of dwarves, each with a different colored cloak, just kind of uh, glancing at the commotion that has been caused and continuing to bustle down, speaking of something in gruff tones. You see a man, blue in nature, sitting on a bench, just
Please.
passively basking in a little bit of sun that's peeking through the clouds above. Just the last remains. You see a catfolk merchant with a scar over one eye, unloading a wagon, paying no attention to the fight that has it seems to be erupting.
Please, anyone. Can anyone tell us what's going on here?
It seems to be that most people are ignoring you or choosing not to hear. You see, the fight up ahead is uh, seems to be growing. You hear yelling of one of these young men. Actually, upon closer look, anybody who has a passive perception of 14 or higher, uh, you can see that even at this distance, they look remarkably similar. In fact, they look like they could possibly be brothers. Uh,
Are they standing next to each other?
they look to be more not necessarily standing next to each other, like they're getting ready to fight. Right? They've got hands on the hilts of their short swords, and they're just yelling what sounds like absurdities. You catch like the vague idea that it's some sort of a lover's quarrel.
Hmm.
Um, Hearing words like "She's mine," "You know nothing about our love," "How dare you," "I will kill you where you stand," "I don't care if you're my brother," etc.
Well,
Do you think we should step in?
well, are
I
they
think
really?
everyone.
I
I mean, it's just a brother's quarrel. Why would you try and step in?
You hear coming from the bench not too far from you.
seriously,
There,
I asked if anybody had information, and our own party didn't fucking respond.
um,
Sorry.
you see, sitting on the a bench beside is a blue air genasi with short hair, a large mustache. Uh, who? Let's see here.
Oh,
It takes you a moment, and it's probably only because of the fact that he had said anything at all. But this is your friend.
Oh,
This is Anima.
so this is where you've been.
Don't you know we keep sticking our nose into things that aren't our business? That's why we intervene, right?
It's nice to see you too.
Taking a break on the job.
How long has it been?
Right.
Good to see you.
It has been a bit.
Too long.
Feels like it's
How was
been
your-
longer than it probably has.
I mean, how was your entire excursion? I presume you were safe and sound?
Winchell's gonna like throw herself in a hug at Animo.
Aw.
Oh,
You were dead.
I
Me?
didn't mean to worry you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
I
very
cried.
surprised to see you all here.
We're
This is
surprised.
not necessarily the place that I would have expected to run into all of you.
what brings you to this desolate, shabby town?
I suppose it was on my way.
Just happened to be
Person
fate that we met
travels
up
and-
here, huh?
Something like that.
Well, we're all here now, so. Will you rejoin us, Animo?
I've always meant to rejoin you. Man, it's good to see you, Lindsay.
It's good to see you too, my friend. Well, I suppose we should probably catch you up to speed of what's happened.
Definitely.
I hope you're comfortable, because it's going to take some time to explain everything.
Well, perhaps we shouldn't do this in the middle of a street with people arguing. It's getting louder.
Fuck you! No, fuck you!
Jesus.
Should we head over to an inn or a tavern?
Well, there's nothing
Whatever
great here,
happens.
but we
Guys
can
are
try.
sounding like they're buying soup at a... Well, they're buying clothes at a soup store or something. Whatever the hell they're arguing about.
Honestly, great reference. I love that.
Well, if they get in too much trouble, we can always step in and heal them afterward. Hopefully that'll knock them to their senses.
That's a rather macabre way to, That's a rather macabre way of assuring the party that those people should be trusted, left unattended without beheading each other.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's Herb Solo. They're doing what they need to do.
You know, y'all should just ask her who she prefers. Then the other one gets to have a lifelong story of looking into what's necessary for their life to continue on.
Oh,
Let's get out of the road.
are you you're just like calling out?
Yeah, I'm stirring the pot, to be honest.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
God damn it.
Oh God. Of course it's me rolling a random persuasion check too.
Well, I mean, better the warlock roll it than anyone else.
No, that's the point. It's way too likely to succeed.
With a 15, you you see at their at your little call to them, they both look at each other, and there's a moment where, will this be settled just like that? Before one of the siblings draws his sword and he says, I am willing to die for her love.
Now it's getting spicy.
And in turn, the other brother draws his sword, and says, "Brother, I do not wish to kill you, but if there's no other way,
Fight, 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 fight,
and
fight,
they do.
fight, fight.
They do begin to fight. Uh, Directly in front of you, a duel takes place, and it doesn't take long before one brother. Go ahead. You're welcome to step in if you'd like.
Brian, I wouldn't.
If I'd
Oh,
like,
jeez.
but would I like to?
Are we just going to watch somebody die?
I mean, one of them's gotta earn her.
This is really necessary, Brian.
We can
You're
just
right.
we can just let
And
them.
we're gonna
fight it
walk
out.
away, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it.
As you walk away, you hear a sickening sound of blade in flesh.
I think one of
And
them just
coughing.
won.
As you continue to walk away, leaving the scene.
So we're gonna talk about everything that's happened since I've been gone.
Right. All right.
Yep.
I hope you're ready. It's a lot. It hasn't been that long, but a lot has certainly happened.
All right.
So let's start with after you left. The night after you left, Edward had a premonition within his sleep. He heard Deliu's voice racked with panic. Though he did not see his face, Edward did see buildings with Dwendalian architecture and a barn on fire. It was through this alarming foresight that we made the decision to be on high alert for the Sea Elf as soon as we reached Nicodranus. Although, as of right now, we haven't seen any sign of him. The next day, we waited for you to return until after lunch. Edward sent to you, and you responded back, telling us to meet in Nicodranus. Before we began,
And yes, here we are.
And here we are. Before we began that day's travels, Soren found some quail eggs and decided to start incubating them, which I still have no idea what his plans are. And Moonsick looks over at Soren with a raised eyebrow.
I mean, like, have those eggs even, like, hatched? They should
Soren's
have.
gonna
by
giggle.
Oh boy.
What? You think dead babies is funny?
During the late afternoon, we came across a large bridge overlooking a gorgeous waterfall and river. We took the path on the side down and met Kono, the otter folk living on the bank of the river. We purchased some bait, and he allowed us to all the fish on his dock. Soren managed to pull up a set of mariner's armor. While we're still debating if his armor was a fish or not, it was a quality find nonetheless. As we settled down for the evening, we noticed a cave on the other side of the river. Upon investigating it, we found a smuggler's camp deep within. Soren, attempting to take the lead, said he would go ahead to scout things out, only to have him blunder with charm person and unintentionally initiate hostilities with the smugglers. After a violent first battle with them, a well-placed fireball on Edward's part, and Windchime tricking all of us into thinking the cabin was going to collapse, 2 of their members were inflicted with heavy burn wounds and their team retreated. We informed Kono of these smugglers, and he tasked us with making sure they wouldn't be a danger to him. That night, Edward sent to his mom and dad. From that, we learned that they are currently trapped within a miniature plane with seemingly no way back to our world. When the morning sun
Sounds
gave...
meta.
What's that?
Nothing, continue.
When the morning sun gave light to the world once again, we set out into the cave to deal with the smugglers, with another fight showing off the horrifying power of Thorn Growth and Hunger of Hadar. Grisly injuries were inflicted on the imposing team. We tended to their wounds as best we could. Thankfully, Windchime and I were able to maintain most of the wounds they suffered. Upon interrogating them, we learned they were tasked with moving goods, weapons being among those goods. I coordinated with Thorian using Brian's Sending Stone so they could pick up a cache of weapons for the revolution and Phelan. Among the injured, there was one person whom we had to use Revivify on. As compensation for the diamond we had lost, we took the cannon they had there and moved it into the hidden room on Firewatch Island. After ensuring they weren't going to steal any goods for themselves, we left them and destroyed the river entrance using an explosive that Kono had given us. After the damage, we continued down the road. Shortly after, we came across a fisherman who attacked Soren. The reason for this attack was the fact that Soren had found his mariner's armor. Yes, I know it's odd for a fisherman to wear armor. I already made that comment. In the end, Soren ended up conceding the armor to the fisherman. As a token of appreciation, he gave Soren a curious charm bracelet in return. Arriving in Port Zune, we took in the mechanical wonders of the city, as well as the polluted air. After boarding our horses and buying a single room, along with disturbing the concierge, we took a day to look around the city. Edward and Brian...
We really needed to bring that up.
We won't go into the details of how we disturbed the concierge, just know that she was disturbed. Edward and Brian...
I can think of a few things that would disturb a concierge.
Edward and Brian went to a bookstore with an interesting selection of books, offering mostly erotic novels. Edward decided to buy a pair of books that he declares to be a wizard's journal. A pair of wizard's journals. I still don't...
It's called a grimoire, get it correct?
It did not mostly contain. It was like one book.
It's a
I still don't understand how that works, but he was able to pull a wealth of knowledge from those tomes. And
I'll admit, it is a little weird that you're telling me about a part in the story when you all just looked at porn together.
No. We did not. That was just Brian and Edward.
So Edward managed to get power from porn?
This is not...
That's like the least correct way you can technically put it correctly.
I think we also forgot the fact...
That's the wrongest correct answer.
In the
I
jeweler's
feel like
next
that's kind of
door...
fitting for a place like Hope's. I don't know, some sort of really raunchy, weird power gained using some sort of weird magic that I'm honestly, I don't want the details. We can just move on from this. I'm
I'll
glad
explain
that
it a
he's
little
been
bit
powerful.
more.
A wizard hid an illusory script underneath the actual text of the book that can only be seen
He
with
said
true
he
sight.
wasn't interested, Edward.
I'll explain a little
continue.
bit more when we get further in the story.
Janasi, you can tell me whatever you want. It's just whether I'll listen.
In the jeweler's next door, I sold a few gems we swiped from the Sylvia Manor, and Soren repaired the necklace that was damaged during our excursion to the smuggler's camp. After that, we went to a tinker shop. We found a lot of interesting contraptions, most of them having a hefty drawback to them. I found a curious grappling hook to be of extraordinary value, despite the fact that it can attach onto limbs and hurt people, including ourselves. During a couple of nights in the hotel room, Soren allowed Gillywater within the mind-shielding amulet to take control of his body for a short time.
Interesting.
During one of the nights, they left the hotel room and to move around the city, which I'm sure felt extremely satisfying to Gillywater. Within our travels between Phelan and Port Zune, we made a number of trips to within our travel between Phelan to Port Zune, we made a number of trips to Firewatch Island with the gold rose that we acquired from the broker.
Firewatch Island.
Through these trips, we were able to talk to Barrett and Janor about renovations and repairs to the fort. The biggest renovation was expanding the barrack to have more rooms for people living on the island. Other renovations, including an updated kitchen, dining room and entry hall, a storage room, an outdoor training area, personal rooms for ourselves, and even a shower room that Brian brilliantly thought of with the decanter of endless water. Seriously, that was fantastic thinking. And wait until you see our room, Animo. Anyway,
I'm excited.
getting back on track, we were also able to taste the first iteration of Barrett and Bellwether's Assassinberry wine. Though it wasn't what we were expecting, and left an interesting hunger for meat, the wine showed potential, and we thought of an interesting marketing scheme that includes bringing the remains of whatever legendary creature we slay, feeding them to the Assassinberry plants, and putting a label on that batch of wine that's reminiscent of the creature used to feed the plants. One of our choices during our time around Firewatch was to move the cannon from Firewatch Island to Broken Bank so we can meet up with the Wave Chaser and deliver some serious firepower. This involved moving the cannon from the secret room to the outside, thanks to Brian's Misty Step. I think it was Misty Step, was it not?
I'm not 100% sure how we did it. It was weird.
We shrunk the cannon, didn't we?
Yes,
You
we
shrunk the cannon.
we shrunk the
We
cannon to
definitely
haul.
shrunk the cannon.
We shrunk the cannon to haul it over one of the bluffs around the island.
It was a cannon event.
Yep, and we used the new grappling hook that we acquired in Port Zoon. After the strenuous move, we prepared the cannon for transport on the folding boat, which was barely able to hold the cannon and the ammo. As we pushed the boat, with Brian swimming, Soren flying, and Windchime's waterwalk spell, something rare and devastating happens. A dragon turtle the size of all of Firewatch Island that was sleeping beneath the island decided to wake up and choose us as a meal. After a desperate struggle of vicious magic, field testing our cannon, and even spoiled meat, we were able to barely repel the efforts of this gargantuan and essentially crashed onto the shore of Broken Bank, where we took some time to collapse and regroup. At last, we were reunited with the Wave Chaser crew. Heidi, Borth, Dajarkal, and Kijori were all acquainted with our newest members, Nahiri and Soren. With the cannon delivered, the whole party goes to have lunch and a drink to decompress from their frantic encounter. During the
It's been so long since I've been to a Denny's.
we actually had a lunch at the Frog and Frog Tavern. Because it was on Broken Bank, remember?
Yes.
During the afternoon, Soren and I sparred on
Excuse
the
my
deck.
habit.
Suffice to say, he is very skilled with his katana, as he bested me more times than I could best him. While we were doing that, Brian and Edward went on a field trip to visit Fenris Shinebright, the resident wizard of Broken Bank. They talked about wizard stuff and interplanar tramble mumble jumble of that nature. That's apparently had a lot to do with the arcane grimoire that Edward had dug up. If you're looking for a headache, they can provide it.
It's really quite interesting.
Windchime and Nahiri were also taking a trip to the pond in the middle of town. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but it was serious, as I saw Nahiri's makeup running when they returned, and I don't want to pry into their relationship.
Oh.
When we returned to Firewatch Island, we saw that the spires that were once around Firewatch had disappeared as they were attached to that relentless turtle. Before leaving, we offered rooms to the Wave Chaser and insisted to Heidi that she take one for herself as well. We left through the portal once again and went to start our trek toward Nicodranas when a young girl stopped us on the way out of Port Zoon. After listening to her woes about her then-boyfriend, they spent a couple of hours going about the city in search of the man to judge his character. Of course, after some interesting timing, we unintentionally rushed the man into asking the woman to marry her. All's well that ends well, right? Also,
no harm, no foul.
Brian was dumbfounded when Windchime bribed a waitress for information. Absolutely flabbergasted.
Makes no sense. Why? Why would you give up so much for literally nothing?
After traveling for a few hours, we came
It's a matter of opinion.
We came across a crossroads that seemed all too familiar to Brian. Within the cave, just off the road, was the portal she came through from the Feywild. We decided to bed down for the night in that spot so we can investigate the cave in the morning. As the sun started to set, Brian and I had a small competition on who could catch the biggest game. While Brian was able to bring back her entire deer, I felt an adult cow and was able to bring it down in one attack. I was unable to bring back the game, but I brought back plenty of meat. In the end, Brian and I agreed to a tie. As the night went on, Soren became more comfortable with us knowing that Gillywater was controlling him for short periods, and during the morning hours, I told everyone what you already know. I am the oldest son to the King of Ank'Harel, and that I was sentenced to death for helping a family in need. After eating breakfast, we entered the cave. The scene that unfolded before us told us that there was some sort of struggle, but there were no bodies or blood that suggested such. Only eerie particles of wild magic, overturned furniture, and collapsed tunnels. Within the main chamber of the cave, we came across a stump that was once a tree that held a portal to the Feywilds. After planting the rose, we were given a choice of venturing either to Firewatch or to the Feywilds. We investigated a very small area of the Feywild before Brian, who was holding the rose, urged us to return. She can fill you in on some details of the Feywild later, since she can explain better than I can. Pushing further into the cave, we came across a rather tenacious tree blight, but we dispatched it with a little bit of effort. Venturing deeper yet, we eventually found the roots of the tree that was once alive, though something seemed off. There was a peculiar life form that was within the root system, forcing the tree to function after death. We set the tree and the invasive plant ablaze and made a quick escape out of the cave. As we made our way ever closer to Nicodranas, we were stopped in a clearing when we came across Ank'Harel royal assassins. They warped out of nowhere using a gilded lily that we came to know as being mass-produced. They immediately took aim at me as soon as they spotted me, even in the guise of Cheem the M. After quickly incapacitating them and tying them up, we tried to push them for information, only to have them commit suicide with cyanide capsules. We buried...
That's a classic move.
Of course. We buried two and took the captain with us the rest of the distance to Nicodranas. The night before Nicodranas, we made our camp and prepared to make dinner. Wind Chime went off to look for some stuff to throw in with dinner and came across an abandoned camp instead. After all of our investigating, we found an alchemist's fire, an absurd amount of rope, and a full barrel of oil. Somehow, Brian stuffed the whole barrel of oil into her bag of holding, and I took the rope. Upon our arrival to Nicodranas, the guards immediately stopped us and questioned us about the corpse we were carrying, and we asked for permission to speak to the Clovis Concord about foreign assassins suddenly appearing in the Menagerie Coast. After a brief conversation, we were told to speak with someone higher up if we want to participate in interrogating the corpse. After that, we followed Brian around the city and to the school she attended before she introduced us to her friends. We met Belle, and she wanted us to bathe a little before we met the rest of them, which is understandable. The last bath we had was back in Phelan almost 2 weeks before that. After the bath...
Even though we had access to a shower room the entire time.
We didn't always find it necessary to travel to Firewatch Island, though.
I'm just making fun of us. Continue.
Fair enough. After the bath, we of course went to the rare item shop here. There were a few things that we took interest in. There were a few items we didn't think we could get at the time, but maybe we could get for a better price if we found them at the auction. Brian and Edward also convinced the shopkeeper that the Mimicloak could easily be used for nefarious purposes. After offering a heavy discount, with Edward flashing his law enforcement pin, we asked the shopkeep to hold on to the cloak for us while we went to obtain the funds. Soren opened the portal to Firewatch, but we found that we can still go to the Feywilds through the Rose. This time we went to the cellar and counted some gems. As Brian was giving a tour of our fort to Belle... As Brian was giving Belle a tour of our fort, Soren opened the portal and alerted us to a developing situation regarding Melora's lighthouse. As we made our way to the Zaleo in charge, Soren explained that a huge crowd of people were gathered around the temple as the light within was not shining. Or the lighthouse, excuse me, not the temple. As Edward and I showed our law enforcement pins, they told us the situation and the fact that they sent a squad of scouts in and they had not returned. Upon entering the lighthouse, we came to find that it was being choked by these curious vines. Inside the building, we found some of the Zalejo wrapped and binded in the same vines. Upon trying to free them, we were attacked by blights. After getting into a formation that allowed Edward to cast a mostly safe fireball, the blights all burned. With further inspection on the scouts, we deemed it was currently too dangerous to remove them from the live brambles of these vines. Climbing to the top, we discovered the cause of the foul magic. A sword had been jammed inside of the lighthouse's crystal. Brian and I struggled and failed to move it even an inch. But Windchime was able to pull it out like it was Excalibur. Want to show off your sword, Windchime?
I do. She pulls it up and she's like, look at how cool it is. Whips it around unsafely, of course.
As she brandishes it up, there's like a lightning flash somewhere off in the distance.
And we have a lightning rod. Understood. Anyway.
After the
Don't miss that too high.
After the evil magic dissipated, we stayed a moment to make sure the lighthouse attendant was okay. The attendant, still in training, told us their master was here when a bunch of characters in dark robes showed up and attacked the crystal, which found a medallion that we believed is tied to these people as well. After collecting a reward from the guards, we spent the rest of the day at the Withered Bird Inn, where we meet up with another one of Brian's friends, Alexander. As we waited for 2 more members, Alexander performed by telling a story of the whole tavern. After that, Hazel showed up, and we were just waiting on Barkley, which is very uncharacteristic of him to show up last, according to Brian. Barkley didn't stay very long, as he had to go back to his research despite having just got here. While Alexander performed on stage some more, the rest of us played rollies for some coin. Windchime won a smaller pot, while yours truly won a rather large pot. After the excitement, the majority of us stayed the night at Firewatch, while Brian spent the night in her dorm room. The next day, we split up. The plan was for Brian to visit with and talk to her professor about her adventures in education, while the rest of us were to take the gems we counted to the armament shop. Brian at least held up her end of planning. The rest of us took a detour to Melora's lighthouse once again to check up. The lighthouse was recovering wonderfully. However, we did find one suspicious individual who was acting curiously. Edward, with a combination of detect thoughts and locate objects, was able to conjure the fact that he held the same sort of medallion we found the day before in the lighthouse. On top of that...
You can use that type of magic to find something that just kind of looks like a medallion.
We had it on
That's
us.
kind of surprising.
He's
Precisely.
This is why he's our wizard.
That is wild. I didn't know that was possible.
On top of that, the man had ill-willed thoughts toward the landmark. We ventured back to the library and looked up the symbol and came to find out that it's the mark of Zahir, the cloaked serpent. This betrayer god is the creator of Uk'otoa and despite the Wild Mother and the Lawbearer, Melora and Arathis respectively. It was at that moment we ran into Brian again. We told her the information we just learned. She also told us she had to fervently study for a surprise upcoming exam. An exam that would involve her talking to Ayun. Despite that, she came with us to trade in our gems and to trade in the value to pick up the Mimicloak. Along the way to the armament shop, we were stopped by 3 different mail carriers, each bearing a letter. The first letter was from a pair of adventurers who received our name from Judge Renette back in Port Damali and had an urgent mission for us. They would wait for us later that evening. It would be this evening at the Withered Bird Inn. The second letter was from the Clovis Concord office of Nicodranus. an invitation to the interrogation of the assassin from Ank'Harel we brought in. That was scheduled for tomorrow morning. The last letter was from the shop that was holding the Mimic Cloak, reminding us to pick up the item as he had a prospective buyer interested in it, but turned him down. At the armament shop, not only did we trade in the gems for a good sum of money, Windchime also got an armor upgrade. As you can see, she now has mithril armor. After that, and picking up our Mimic Cloak, we went to the Withered Bird Inn to meet with the adventurers. Their names are Lavarius, Crandall, and Branda. They reached out to us because they wanted us to check on their friends, Targan and Dern. Dern apparently lived in a home for invalids in this village. Targan lived outside the city walls and was the one that suggested the group meet up every year. We accepted the job and told them we would keep them updated. We decided to investigate Targan's residence immediately. Upon initial inspection, the only thing we found odd was the fact that his front door was unlocked. However, when we looked upstairs, we found some grisly scenes. Furniture overturned or destroyed, 3 demons locked in a cabinet, one of which escaped, and a pool of blood near what I assumed to be his bed, barely even a day old. No body or any trace of the man we tried to check in on. We looked at the servants' quarters and found something extraordinarily unusual. 2 bodies that seemed to be undead, but not very animated. They just sat there with a blank expression, as if the life that was attempted to be returned to them just didn't fully connect with their bodies. Following Brian's lead, we set out immediately for Hope's Hollow, and that brings us to now.
That's a lot of catching up. I think much like... I understand a lot of what you've been through. But much like the rules of a board game, I think I'm gonna have to get used to it. I think it all makes sense.
We were also starting to put ties together between the fact that Targan, we assumed was attacked only yesterday, coincided with the lighthouse attack. We are starting to think that it's more than just a mere coincidence. Especially if the attacks were coordinated by cultists of Zahir. But as of right now, we don't have any evidence of the 2 incidents coinciding, or, actually being connected to one another.
I see. Well, what is your hope for being in Hope's Hollow?
Our hope is that we can go to, there's basically a nursing home here. Dern is supposed to be residing here. We're just trying to find him and at least confirm that he's safe.
I see. Well, we should go do that then. Thank you for the update.
Absolutely. Hopefully you haven't been overloaded with information. It's a lot to take in after being away for 2 or 3 weeks.
As I said, I assume I'll get used to it.
I'm sure you will. Now then, what was the name of that nursing home again, Brian? Do you remember?
Mother's Care Home.
Mother's Care,
And
right.
Looking at the town, I think we're a little too late.
Hopefully not.
What do you mean? It's a little run down, but we should... That doesn't necessarily mean that anybody's...
There was a little old ghost when we got in here.
Did you not see that ghost?
I may have not recognized anyone as a ghost, no.
Yeah.
Perhaps I was just...
Was it just us? Did we group hallucinate that?
No, I don't think so.
Just tell me
know
the
of this
question
place.
for yourself.
Animal? You were here before us.
Yes, I guess I was. What do you mean to say?
Simply that you might have a little more information than we do.
Not on anybody that you're trying to find.
Well, then what information do you have?
Nothing that I'd find useful.
God, you're so cryptic sometimes.
It's in my name. Something cryptic. I don't mean to be. I'm just. I don't not really. I didn't see any nursing home around here.
Did you just
That
get
doesn't
here
mean that
yourself?
it doesn't exist. Not too long ago, yeah.
What took you so long, by the way? What happened?
I think we can talk about that later.
All right.
You all begin to wander down the city streets looking for information from the few passerbys that you can find. One gruff man, you manage to just, as you approach him, you guys are walking towards each other. His eyes kind of flash around as if he's looking for something. Before you see his eyes harden just a little bit as the lot of you begin to intersect path. You see he begins to excuse me, and kind of pushes between you all if he can.
Rude.
Well, we are just kind of standing around in an odd location.
Everywhere around here is an odd location.
I agree.
That's the point, you know.
I'll give you that one.
And this place is pretty dreary.
You hear from a slight chuckle as the man kind of continues past you all.
Excuse me, sir. Could you possibly point us in the direction of Mother's Care home?
He kind of glances at you and kind of furrows his brows and says, what need would you have to go to that place?
There's
Hope you don't have any family there.
We don't, but there is someone we are hoping to check in on. Make sure he's doing okay.
Good luck.
Can't you at least point us in the right direction?
Roll me? You know what? I'll have you roll me a persuasion check.
Give me a sec.
Animo's first roll back!
17.
17. With the 17, he says, just up the road. Turn left when you hit the old church and follow it up the hill. I mean, I don't mean to. You best, whoever you're looking for, it's best just to leave it.
I think we'll decide that for ourselves, thank you.
Alright. Suit yourself.
Thank you for Thank you for your time.
He continues walking.
You're basically still wondering about what the hell happened here. I mean, you'd think news would have reached Nico Dranas about this. This would be major news. Unless this happened very, very recently.
Well, up the road, he said.
Let's head up.
You continue your way following the path as directed to Mother's Care Home for Invalids. Let me drag you all there.
Knock, knock, knock.
As you approach, there's a sign outside. You can see it right here. Saying Mother's Care Home for Invalids. You can see that in a similar fashion to the rest of the town, this place would seem to only serve as a way to break spirits, with dark shadows and dying grass all around. What would you like to do?
This place seems rather cheery. I suppose let's head in and see if we can talk to anybody.
You walk up to the door.
What the hell happened?
And the door is unlocked. Windchime and Soren, as you enter the building or open the door to the front of the building, you see on the street behind you, there's a figure, a lone figure, watching you.
Windchime waves at it.
You wave at it, and you see that the figure dashes behind a tree. Although, with both you and Soren's good enough passive perception, you can still see the arm of maybe a woman sticking out from the side.
Windchime nudges Soren's elbow and is like, "You see her too?"
Yes, they're not very good at hiding, if you ask me.
I wonder why she's watching us.
We could always go ask.
I don't think she wants us to see her, though, because I just waved and she, like, dashed behind that bush. Seems a little suspicious.
All the more we should approach her, correct?
You see a woman's top part of her head just kind of peek out from the side of the bush.
Lady, we don't appreciate you looking at us.
How far away is she?
On the other side of the street.
Okay. Was she gonna talk?
Yeah. As Animos, calls to her attention, and seeing no way out of it, you see she stands up and brushes off the loose dirt and dried leaves from her, and with a sigh, she approaches. You see, again, a middle-aged woman. Her eyes seem to be pretty sunken, with deep bags underneath. Clearly having been through enough. She says, I hope you... I can't believe the door was unlocked. Sorry. I take it you all aren't workers here.
We are not.
Do you have family?
We have someone we were asked to check in on.
You see, she takes like a shaky breath, and she says, I have been stalking this place for weeks now. This is the first time that the front door has been opened.
Never decided to try it yourself.
Well, visiting hours have been greatly reduced to the point of, well, there are no visiting hours. Every time I've tried to enter, the door has been locked. I've been waiting for staff to exit or enter. The point being, we brought my father here because the new owner promised good care. After he took over, everything was clean and bright, and my father seemed happy. Then, of course, like I mentioned before, the staff stopped allowing visitors, and when I've appeared in, I've obviously not been giving proper food, but gruel and water. And my father, he was old, but he wasn't sickly. Yet, you see her eyes hit the ground. He passed on quickly after we brought him here. She looks up at you all with bitter tears welling in her eyes. It doesn't matter who they are. If you have anybody you care about in there, just get them out now. Don't let them suffer and die in that place.
Do what we can. You said there was a new owner recently?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Oh, I think it was something like Flynn.
Lynn?
Yeah, like Flynn or Bins or something.
Like a Targan, Flynn?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No.
Oh, we need to move. We need to move now.
This is trouble.
And Brian is sprinting in.
Yep, Moonsick is right
Oh,
behind her.
Edward is going in.
Walking in to the facility, you see it's dark in here. Only everybody's dark vision allowing them to see. Leaving the woman basically out front, she ducks away, afraid. You see there's a brief hallway beyond this front door. It's again bleak and gloomy. A large meeting area with several tables completely devoid of patients, family members. Like, you see that there seems to be some sort of office, at least from what it says, over in this direction, with a small bit of light peering out from underneath the door.
Moonsick's gonna go over and he's gonna knock on the door.
Somebody managed to make their way into the wall.
I suppose the art of subtlety would be particularly pertinent in this context, and given that we can infer as to what's been going on with the sickly patients here.
You you see a person comes to the door, a woman, as she opens it. And looking at you all, looking into the place, you see that there's two disorganized desks covered in flat papers, quills, inkwells. Two middle-aged administrators, you assume, a man and a woman. And as the woman opens the door, you see they share a look of surprise. Um, but the man, he uh, he continues reading whatever it was he was without even standing up. Uh, how can I help you?
We are looking for someone. This is a wellness visit.
Sorry, we don't have visiting hours right now. And she begins to shut the door.
Muzik's going to put his hand on the door before she has a chance to close it. Perhaps you didn't hear me clearly. This is a welfare check for somebody.
Okay. Fine. Do whatever you want. Patients are that way. You say. She kind of just lackadaisically just kind of points and begins to turn around and sit back at her desk.
Right.
Which way did she point?
In this general direction. Over here-ish.
I'm gonna open this door here.
You open that door and you find yourself in a nursing station. A chair that's clearly designed for patient examination and treatment that can't be performed in the room. You see that the walls hold scones, although none are lit. And there's a few cabinets closed. The end.
There's nobody in this one.
I think I
As you make
found
your way,
the hallway.
yeah, as you make your way into the hall, you see rows of doors, all 10 feet apart, uh, align the hallway.
Let's do this procedurally. Animo, you want to check the right hall? I'll check the left.
Opening. So hold on, just a moment. As Brian, you open the first door here, um, an empty room, clearly have had being in disrepair for quite a while, at least 4 months or so. Just guessing. uh, but when you open the that door, uh, Animo, you see in this room is a elderly patient lying in the bed, um, clearly sick. Um, with you see sweat dripping down their face, and it's pale, gaunt. They look hungry. If you could see that from a sleeping person.
I don't think this is him. What's the description of the man that we're looking for?
Um, Probably something I should know off the top of my head, right? Moonsick, what the fuck are we doing?
He's human, I believe. That much I don't. Like,
Narrows
Anyway,
it down
yeah,
a bit, doesn't
narrows
it?
it down.
no more than an elf or a dwarf. But I forgot the description of what he looks like. I don't remember if they provided it or not.
He is an older white man with who used to be a cleric for the Golden Watch.
So this is an elder white man.
This is it's an elder white man, yeah.
Mr. Elderman.
You must be our man.
Animo.
I think
You
he's
see-
sick, everybody.
You see the man his eyes kind of blink open, and
What
he
was his name?
says Targan Flint, oh excuse me, not Targan Flint, Dern.
Dern.
Dern Fosimith?
It's wonderful to see that you're still alive.
And the man the man replies and says the children. Oh God, you're not one of them, are you? Oh
One of
God, the children. Oh.
Dern, wake
Guys,
up.
did we know if Dern had children?
I'm still
Um,
confused.
know that.
I'm
What?
starting to realize we were drastically underprepared for this part of the problem.
Um,
Remember how we didn't take money all the time?
Dern, stay with me. Wake up here.
You know there's a chance that's not done, right?
Hey, listen, we have the description. This guy fits it.
Should we do a medicine check on him?
yeah,
Let's make some room for you.
go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Get in there.
Whoops, didn't mean to
Don't
close
close
the
the
door.
door.
This is my room now.
Pull it out. Here's a check.
Dern, I need you
A
to
medicine check.
I clicked on it. It's rolling.
With a 10, you gather that it's not terribly difficult to see. Clearly, that this person is suffering from severe starvation. Like they are incredibly malnourished.
Time, do you have those good berries?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a good berry right away. Does anybody have any water? He needs.
Alchemy jug. I'm gonna whatever is left of the water that I have, like in my alchemy jug, I'm gonna start pouring it into I'm gonna start pouring it into jars and handing it to him.
Okay. So when Chum is gonna like try and feed him and like help him drink water.
You see that with a nutritional equivalent of a full day, as you give him a piece of your apple. You see him cough and sputter as he greedily drinks the water, and for the first time is able to almost sit up without major assistance. And he looks at you all with tears welling in his eyes and says, I'm so happy to see you all here.
It's okay, we're here for you.
We're here for you.
You see, his very thin arms reach up for you when Chime and get you in this weak hug. And he says, I've been so lonely. It's so great to have my family back.
Oh boy.
What happened here?
Hold on.
What?
Dern, I need you to answer me some.
Dern? Who's Dern?
I think I might have the wrong man.
What is your name?
My name?
Yes. Tell me the name and what year it is.
Uh,
God damn it.
uh, it's year 842, and my my name is.
It's okay. Take your time.
Thank you. So it's great that Animo's back, right?
You know his name.
I love it. I love it so much.
Alright, I guess we're gonna continue looking through these doors. I'm gonna open this one. Oh, never mind.
No,
It's
hey,
not
we were
My name
going
is
along it. So.
Abon. Abon. That's my name. That's definitely my name.
Airborne.
Abon.
Abon.
On
Abon.
these nuts.
Jesus
Abon.
Christ.
God damn it. Abon.
You see, he's smiling at this point.
Mm-hmm. That is such a great name.
He looks like somebody
I
who just
feel
remembered his
I
name.
feel like I should lie back down for a bit.
Okay.
Before
The
you
nurses
do,
should be here shortly with my
Before-
meds.
before you
The
do,
nurses might
can
not
you-
be there
Can
shortly
you
with
answer
your
us
meds.
one question?
Certainly.
What's happening here?
How do you mean?
Not just this home, but also the town of Hope's Hollow is in... I don't even know what to call it. It's deplorable.
I have been in this home for 6 years. And I don't have very many visitors.
Have you always been so malnourished?
No, my health has taken a steep decline over the past 4 months or so.
For months.
Yo, for someone who was just talking about us being family for a second, he is real cognizant right now.
Yeah, you see he is growing in cognizance. As you're talking
As
to
if
him,
he's becoming not delirious from hydration and nutritional intake.
Oh,
Go ahead
yeah,
and
the
lie back.
past 4 months.
Go ahead and lie back down.
Oh, thank you, thank you,
Sleep well, friend.
thank you. Tell my son he should visit me.
I will if I see him.
Back to sleep he goes.
Alright, well, people are dead in their beds. That's a start.
No, but they're
Brian's
starving.
continuing looking through rooms, as was the plan.
Pulling open the next room, again, empty. This one that you opened up, you've got the sense.
Brian, nobody's here! It's all abandoned!
You see an older tiefling woman sitting on her bed in what you would gather would be an uncomfortable position for her frail bones. Her legs off to the side, staring at the corner. Shutting the door. Continuing. Again, another empty room. Brian, do you want to open some?
Yeah, let's go for 3. They're all gonna be closed. They're all gonna be empty.
So the first 2 that you open up first
This
off, hold
one.
on, we're going way too many. Hold on. Way too many. There's actually information here.
There's information here.
Edward!
Miscellaneous candlesticks and tableware for 5 silver.
Okay.
As you open up this room, you see it appears to be a sort of storage closet. Though clearly having suffered from the same neglect as the rest of this place. There's a couple medical and custodial supplies in there, but glancing through, there doesn't appear to be any medicine, just ratty old bandages, moth-eaten sets of spare cloth, uh, and some basic disinfectants. There's a couple of files on the ground as well, um, in like a little tub of sorts. Yeah, you can feel free to look through that if you'd like. Um, Opening this door, you come across an older dwarf man, um, who appears to be sleeping fitfully. Um,
Close his
you
door.
hear
Sorry.
as you do that, you hear a bit of laughing, like children's giggles. Two coming from down the hall ish.
I did hear what he was talking about with the children, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run over and open the door I think it's coming from.
You you open the door, and what you see is is another patient. Um, this time an old a very very old elf, long ears kind of poking out with hair, white, um, and he is looking right at you with eyes terrified.
Hello? I heard giggling. What happened?
See, he pulls it up. His you see he pulls his blanket up closer to kind of begin to cover his face in a slow movement, as if he doesn't move very fast, you won't come get him. You hear a slamming of a door.
Where?
Next door.
I think it was that one.
Yep. Opening the door to this room, you see oh, sorry, let me just get to the right place. Opening the door to this room, you see two beds. Um, Positioned basically end to end against a windowless wall. You see macabre art, simplistic artwork of blood and bodies that have been decapitated, covering the wall and chalk. It seems clear, at least, that this room is used to treat a pair of children, though the wet red stains on the sheets make that an uncomfortable assumption. Roll me a perception check, Brian.
Oh God. I don't like that. I don't
Oh.
like that.
We're switching to Call of Cthulhu.
Uh,
Everybody make a sanity check.
Wisdom save lest you go insane.
Holy shit! I hit a perception
Holy
check.
shit! Brian rolled a good perception.
This has
Yeah.
never happened before in my life.
Pretty good perception.
You used your eye.
I did.
Brian is just too woke in this scenario to not perceive.
Um, you you see movement um, from under the bed, and with your 20, you see four slightly glowing eyes, reflecting in the meager light from the previously opened rooms.
That's a big nope.
There? Creepy glowing eyes, I see you. Can we
You
talk?
hear giggling laughter coming from down the hall.
What the hell?
The eyes blink, out of sync with each other.
Like both eyes or one and two eyes?
Like one, then two, then a one and two, then one, and they're out of sync.
Gotcha. Would one of you mind checking on the giggling? I'm gonna talk to our friends here.
Right.
I promise you I'm safe. Just come out, we can talk. That's all I... Brian's gonna check herself.
What do you mean?
Just she stops after all I.
You see, after just a moment, one of the pairs of eyes blinks rapidly once, twice, and then doesn't open again. But one pair stares back at you. This time, unblinking.
Come out and talk with me? If you're able to talk.
You see a small little toy car get pushed and slowly and unnaturally rolls until it just taps the tip of your foot.
You want to play, eh? Not so bad. Tell you what. We'll play a game. If you come out and show me who I'm playing with.
Okay. You see, oops, hold on. Let me just do this. You see a long, pale hand with untrimmed nails reach out, small, in front of the bed, just out of the darkness, and another pull itself out as you see a a small child. Let me just move here. With eyes that glow and blood streaming down from her neck into her white cloths. As you hear her uh, giggle, rush past you. Oops, that's the other layer. Rush past you uh, and disappear into the wall.
What was that?
Opening the door to the next room just as you see the little flash of white and red through the walls. Uh, Again, from off in the distance, this time over in this direction, you hear again more of the the unnerving laughter.
Some kind of entity is going on here. Whether intentional or not, they seem to be tormenting the people that are actually trying to live here. We need to hurry.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
Taking steps forward, They both appear on either side of this hallway. Two of these children, identical. The only difference being in the pattern that the blood spills down their neck.
I want to know if there's any story, any history, anything that I've ever read that mentions something like this, whether fae or demonic or
Okay.
ghostly.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Oh,
A.
come on.
Creepy
8.
children. There's a lot of lore, especially that in the Feywild of people using beings using the form of children to torment or to lead or
Information overload.
So
Uh-oh.
wrong layer. That's why.
And we are so thoroughly in the wrong position for this.
Yeah, we are.
Emily, I need help.
Help.
I need help.
Okay.
Help.
Oh, I got you. I know what you want.
And
I know
we
what
have
you want.
rolled initiative.
No, I said I need help.
There you go. Does that help?
No. Could you try clicking on my character sheet and telling me what comes up?
Nothing. I mean, everything, like it's just normal.
I'm getting a screen that says, how do you want to create this character?
Oh,
Oh, yikes.
that's not good.
Okay.
I can see everything under it. I just reloaded. And hopefully that fixes everything. But it is something I'm worried about.
Yeah. I mean, I can, if worst comes to where, I can fix it. I have a backup copy.
Okay, no, okay. The reload did something. Sorry about that, guys.
Is it working now?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Select your character. Oh, crikey. Did anybody...
Initiative?
Hold
I
on.
have not rolled initiative.
Okay. Go ahead and yeah, you can roll.
Oh, 22.
Hey.
Evan,
What is this
Jesus
now?
Christ.
What is this
Nat
now?
20.
What is this now?
Oh, 2 10s.
Ah,
Okay.
neat.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just do this really quick.
2 10s stacked on top of each other in a trench coat is a nat 20.
So true.
Yeah.
You're so right.
Okay.
But it's definitely a
No,
dirty
it's
20.
actually a really tall 18.
It's a really disgusting, stinky 20. Is what it is.
No, it's a really tall 18. 2 10s on top of each other is just a really tall 18.
It's a muddy 20.
You can't change
So-
my mind.
At the top of the turn is going to be Edward.
Top of the morning to you. Well, seeing as they are... So one of them's right here, right?
One of them's ping it again.
So one of them's right here. Where's the other one? The
Other
laughter
one's
is
side of the hallway.
higher.
Out of your vision range.
The other
Out
end.
of my vision range. Okay, movement. I am going to move into... Okay, first things first, I'm going to attack this one. Is there, like, any objects in the room that's, like, in the hall?
In the hall, no.
In the
In the
hall?
rooms, there's a bed and a small table and a candle. But the halls are empty.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I'm just... I did not get ready for combat. I'm just going to shoot Produce Flame at him because that's my neutral roll.
Why did you roll initiative again?
Just leave it.
If you
So
hit.
a 13. Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yep.
A 13 to hit misses. As the creature unnaturally scales up the wall.
Ew.
I'm gonna go into this room now. Can I close the door, or does that cost a whole action?
And I closed the door.
No, you can close the door if you want to close the door.
Okay. It's safe in here.
The fearless Edward.
Uh,
It's called a hit and run. That's my turn.
oh
But
God.
like, you didn't hit though. Wasn't that just a run?
Ooh,
Whoa,
ooh,
whoa,
you're right.
whoa.
You're right.
Oh
You're
my
right when you
God.
say that.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Blast on
What?
Brian.
Hold on
Okay.
just a second, my friend. Hold on, there's
Legendary
something that has to happen.
I'm holding on.
While Edward was taking his turn, you see coming from the bot. Oh my God, I'm moving things that shouldn't be moved. Oh God, I've moved a door. No.
Oh no.
Oh,
You
God.
see two of familiar figures from before approach
See
to
nothing.
stand just behind you, blocking your path out. Wind Chime and Soren.
Oh, God.
Wind Chime, it's now your turn.
Wait, who are the two familiar figures?
The guys from
The people that were in the office.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Do they look like they're gonna fight us?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Blast on Brine, Animo, and Moonzik. And then I'm gonna take out my sword,
Hell yeah.
and attack the woman, I guess. But I'm
Okay.
also gonna shout out to everybody, just because they look like children doesn't mean they are children.
Got that thing.
Way ahead of you.
Okay.
You hear coming through from the other side of the door.
All right, go ahead and roll to attack. Yeah.
Even if
Yeah,
they were this
don't-
creepy, I'd probably kill them anyway.
Oh
I
no,
don't
you don't
think
have an action. No, yeah, you don't have an action. You can, yeah, because you
Okay,
did
I'll
cast
just end it.
end of cast bless. You're
Okay.
welcome to engage if you would like. If they try to move past you, it would give them an opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you want to engage, there's nothing wrong with that. Also,
I
you
don't know
have
what
to-
my sword would what role my sword would use, because I don't think I got
I will pick
It's a
that.
strength check unless it
you
has
have to get
finesse,
back up.
when you can take strength or dex.
Yeah, when I get, by the time we get back to your next turn, I will have that ready for you.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Nah.
Okay. Moonzik, it is your turn.
Oh, we're going to try and attack these things. Okay, great. He's going to, like, squeeze past Animo and have Grudge ready to pull out, and he's going to attack this thing over here with Grudge.
Okay.
Double checking
Roll
to
the
make
hit.
sure I don't have advantage. A 24 to hit.
24
Oh.
hit.
8 piercing, 1 psychic, 9 damage total. Unless that's reduced. I don't know how that works.
Oh.
And then attacking with Ghost Eye. A 20 to hit.
20 also hits.
6 piercing damage.
Okay. Okay, you see that you definitely hit this this child, who, as you do so, neck opens up, and you hear laughter, that giggle from before, coming not from her mouth but from her neck.
And just like that, I don't care for these things anymore.
Okay.
Not children, remember?
Animo, it is your turn.
I'd like. Oh. Hmm.
I can hold her here if you want to go help at the front.
I want to. Divine sense.
What?
Paladin. What?
What?
Within that,
That's a
actually,
paladin.
I got you.
Did he just paladin?
Yeah?
Oh.
Yes, so absolutely.
We've leveled up, so yeah, sure.
He's a paladin. Oh my
The
god.
fuck?
So,
Tells us nothing, refuses to elaborate, pulls out ability in combat.
okay. So, not find total comfort.
Paladin,
So-
let's go.
I want to know if the things around me are undead.
Could be demons.
I'm gonna whisper this to you
Okay.
Yeah,
because
that's
I
fair.
I was wondering why he looked like Arm.
No, they're Celestials.
I was wondering why he
Bro.
looked like Colonel Armstrong.
Bro, he got a mustache.
Bruh.
Nope.
Tell me he doesn't look like Armstrong, I dare you.
Bruh.
That's why his charisma's so high.
Fucking
Fucking hell! I never got that on the Barbarian! Oh my god. I've been playing this entire time!
Dude, like half the party's high charisma, okay? Like
That's
at this
true.
point, like
Imagine, couldn't be me.
no, except
Also,
for
like,
Aaron.
as much as I'm vibing with the awesome adventure music, anybody else feel like we should be in Horrorland right now?
Like
Yeah,
Mario Party
it is
2
fun,
Horror
But
Wars?
question: can Animo use this to sense Soren at any given time, like
Oh.
all the time, constantly,
Huh?
forever?
I am not obliged to answer that question.
I'm
The
not
answer
either.
is yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
The answer is absolutely.
yeah. Anyway, are you sure you got this? Music.
Yeah, I've got this.
I'm gonna
got it?
head over here and end my turn because that's everything I can do. Divine sense is a whole ass action.
I'm in a room.
Okay. So, it is now this one's turn. And we're gonna do as a free action.
Oh, dude.
It can. Wow,
Weird,
what the fuck is
frightened.
happening?
Okay, so it is a demon.
So,
Wiz. No.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Am I within
no.
30 feet? It doesn't
Oh
specify within height.
no.
Oh,
It's
Yeah!
yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say-
yeah.
Hold on. So Animo, the thing is like it
Am I
wasn't not that turn.
Yeah,
It's
it's just
Oh.
me. It's just me.
Wait,
Oh.
am I within 30 feet of it?
You
It doesn't
passed, but you
specify
failed.
height.
I'm
I
gonna
failed
say
at life. I passed the check.
how does the aura work on like paladins, for example?
Aura,
Oh,
I'd
that's
go look at it.
okay.
Um,
Aura doesn't care about walls.
Yeah, it doesn't care about walls.
The interesting thing is almost every the frightened condition
So
does.
Frighten doesn't activate if you aren't in the physical
Yeah,
line of sight
so it's
of the
weird to inflict it without actually it being able to proc.
Yeah, it
Interesting.
very specifically states as long as you are within the line of sight of the
So
source
then
that is
in
killing
that
you.
case, yeah, in that case, I will say that in this specific scenario, it does not.
Yeah, but I still have to make the save because I'm still inflicted with frightened. I'm just not affected by any of the effects if I don't see it.
Yeah, you know what? That makes a lot more
Why?
sense. Go ahead and that does make a lot more sense. Go ahead and roll me a saving throw, and then if you end up in line of vision, then you will be under the effects.
That is not a pass.
Yeah, and you will be under the effects when you enter vision range.
Yes.
That makes sense? Okay.
There you go.
Wow. Okay, so we have two.
Also, isn't wind chime
failures.
also in that?
Yes, I do 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Yep, wind chime is in that.
Oh, but she's a cleric, so she'll have like a plus a million to like her wisdom save.
Yeah, that doesn't actually. Oh, actually, wait.
Within
Wait. What?
I
To my
can't
save.
willingly move closer to
Oh.
my sword here.
Lily,
This
yeah,
gets added
Lily
to my
doesn't-
save. 9.
Okay. Lily, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Get that
Lily?
Um,
Okay.
got it.
It just took a little bit.
Hey.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Do you have glass on you or no?
No.
17. Oh no.
Oh, this looks fun.
So you are also under the effects of frightened.
I'm so scared. Who am I frightened of?
This one over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
It's the other child's turn. Oh, wait, hold on.
baby.
No, I still have an action.
Yeah, free action fear is busted.
Yep. That's just
Whoa,
how
whoa,
it.
wait. Whoa, wait.
It's a free action. That's very specific language.
Oh, whoa. Feared for as long as it remains in the aura, though. So if you leave the aura, the feared condition ends on you.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
But we can't willingly move closer to it, and I kind of have to in order to leave the room.
So
But you can't see it, so you don't have the effect until you're out in the hallway.
with its action,
No, that's
it
only
is
for
going.
attack rolls and ability.
Guys!
With its action, it is going to cast Mirror Image.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It's the other one's turn. Again, Aura of Doom as well, so that would be
Wisdom
Moonsick.
saving throw.
15, 25, and Soren and Animo.
Bless
Ow.
is... Bless isn't even going to help with that.
Sure, I will let you do that, because it was gonna happen. Yeah, I'll let you do that. Just so that,
Hey.
2/3 of the party.
Couldn't be me.
Members of the party are not afraid.
Couldn't be me.
A third. Okay, you're super duper quiet.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
I think your mic got unplugged.
You're goddamn right.
I don't think I am.
While that's happening, this one is.
Oh. Is it working now?
Now it is, yep.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
GM, you told me what, but you didn't tell me who in the whisper. And it does say the location of.
Oh! So from your position, it's 30 feet, right? So you get
I
this
did
one?
it from. Yeah.
this one and this one.
Yay! Seeing
And
invisible.
all of them?
All of them.
Okay.
But for this one's turn, this one is going to summon Fiend. And 2. Where are you, monsters? 2, 2, 2.
Oh my.
Where are you? There you are. 2 bind devils appear.
Ooh. Love that.
And I'm just gonna quickly roll their initiative. Being that they're in combat.
Well, we went from outnumbering them to no longer outnumbering them.
And they can act on their next turn. It is going to be Soren.
Oh, these fuckers.
Alright. Seeing as no damage has been dealt yet, Soren is going to... Soren is going to use his bonus action, and he is going to, what is it called? He's going to Starry Form into Chalice. With that, he is then going to cast Moonbeam on this, the girl in front of him. So it should hit all 3 of them.
Okay, just a moment. Doesn't make sense. I think it's 18. Moonbeam! That's right. Let me pull that up. Sorry, I was distracted by trying to do things. Let's see. Animate spell. Burning Hand. Sorry, it's taking longer than I thought. Shocking Grass. Mage Hand. Thunder Wave. Revivify. Ether. Thinking Cloud. Is it really in the last one I look? Yes, it is! There it is! The last one I looked in. You're saying... Whoop, right here, correct?
Yes. So it should hit all 3 of them.
Okay. At the top of Moonbeam, I believe there is something.
Yes, I need a con save from all 3.
Okay. Fantastic. And we're going back to this.
Put it in chat.
Constitution saving throw. That's intelligence. This is Constitution.
That passes.
Fails.
That fails.
And Constitution. Oop, that one still has that. So 11. So I'm pretty sure 11 fails.
Fails. Yep.
Yep. So, how much radiant damage?
Level 2, 8. So the 2 of them take 8 radiant.
I need to ask a question right now because it's actually something that affects this.
Yes.
It looks to be that I always have an aura of hate.
What?
It's not a spell that I cast.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Which means that
the auras on
this-
paladins are always
So
on.
this-
Paladin aura.
This exact thing, because he counts, is a plus 4 damage, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
That.
So he has plus 4
Yes.
damage because that's my charisma
Yes.
modifier.
Yes. You are
Okay.
right.
I just think it does affect it, so I wanted to make sure I got that out now.
Yes. Then with
I can put it in chat if you want.
is it half as much on a successful one, right? Yes, it's half as much on a successful one.
Yes it is.
Okay. All done. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that'll be everything, yeah.
Okay. Brian, it is your turn.
Okay. So, well, I now have nowhere I can stand. Fuck.
We are in a quite small hallway.
No, just the one space that I could have teleported to that would have made sense is now taken up by Moonbeam.
Whoops.
I guess I have to stay within range, because I need to teleport out of this situation, and I'm just gonna end up right in the fucking claws of this. I'm dead. I'm just dead. Alright,
You're
defensive
not dead.
maneuvers. Alright. Brian is going to teleport back 20 feet next to, Wind Chime using, Misty Step, or, Fey Step, rather. I need a Wisdom save from, or, just gonna double check that it's a Wisdom save. I need a... yeah, Wisdom save. From them equal to my...
Skills.
Okay, so, it is also frightened of me. Mutual frightened. And it can't willingly move any closer to me. I am then going to cast Armor of Agathis. And that ends my turn.
Yeah. You see as it does this, the creature ahead of you snarls as its neck opens up, and you can see teeth protruding. It is this guy's turn. Let me just make sure I know what I'm doing.
I need another con save.
Another con save. With a failure.
It takes another 6. Plus 4.
Okay. 6.
10.
10. Right.
Sorry.
So no. Oh yeah, so yes, because it's him. Sorry. Wow. Brain. I couldn't figure out what was going on, but that is correct. I've mixed up my thing. So that's 10.
Very confused.
Let me
What?
it's the aura of hate because Soren's undead.
Yeah. He pounds.
It only makes a difference when Soren's undead, but it only applies to melee weapons damage, and this is not melee.
Oh, it's not melee, right?
Or
Yeah.
weapon damage.
Or weapon damage.
Weapon damage.
Okay.
Technically, with
I
So-
can make a weapon damage.
Well, now
So-
that you know that, it's up to
But
you. It's only
not
plus
your
1, plus 4.
turn. So,
Wait,
sorry,
why didn't everybody near him get plus to their saving throws?
Why
If
would
he's that far into aura, into
Why?
Paladin.
No,
Don't you
that's a
start
level
getting the
6
aura protections?
Paladin.
Oh, you're right.
But isn't aura
Aura.
So-
aura of hate
Yeah,
is
okay.
7?
so then you would have gained that +1. I
If you
don't
were within 10 feet.
and it doesn't make any difference. I don't
Plus
believe
4.
that
It's plus 4 because of charisma.
Oh,
Okay,
plus
this is
4?
understandable. This is understandable that this is a for people at home. It's understandable that this is confusing. I've never played a paladin before.
I thought
Yeah,
he was
so
black.
I had not been paying attention to everything that I have. But if you're within 10 feet, any saving throw is plus my charisma modifier, which is plus 4.
That's a level
That is
6
my.
Paladin.
That's one of my auras, and I'm just gonna get it all on the thing. The other one is Aura of Hate, which is very specifically, any fiend or undead within 10 feet of the paladin gets +4 on melee attacks with a weapon.
Which
melee
is
weapon damage. Which is Soren if he's using a melee weapon.
Laughs in
And
grudge.
you can probably
So,
start to understand
Lily-
what else that means.
Lily, you would have succeeded. So Lily, you are not under the frightened effect.
Yes. I just got a little scared for a second there.
You just got a little freaked, but
Yeah.
you're fine now.
Wait, so
Yeah.
does Animo have like, you know, does Animo have like the both Aura of Resistance and Aura of Hate?
That's what I have Aura of Protection. And Aura of Hate.
Both active, right?
They're always active.
Yeah,
I'm
because that's a level 6 and 7 feature on Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
that's pretty nice. I love that. Honestly.
So, ba ba ba. Right, it is actually this guy's turn. That was a big old thing. He is going to go up here into a out of moonbeam, and is going to attack you, Animo, with a short sword.
Damn, hits.
That hits. That's going to be. Oops. So 6 damage plus 6, I think, is actually. Yes, so it's 6 plus 6 for 12.
Sneak attack?
Yep. I accidentally rolled the short sword damage after the sneak attack, but no matter what you do, it.
Why is it a sneak attack?
Because he got sneak attack on you. No, he didn't actually. Never
Why did he
mind.
get
I
a
forgot how
sneak
sneak
attack
attack
on you?
works. Is it not the first? Fuck, I don't remember.
It can
how
be
sneak
whatever
attack
attack
works.
you
First
want.
attack roll
that-
is.
Yeah. First time
Uh,
on your turn.
Oh, is it first
What?
time?
No.
No, it's whatever
Why
attack
are
you
you
want.
saying
on
things
turn.
that aren't correct? Sneak
What?
attack is based off of advantage, and it's based off of and if you don't have advantage, you can get it if you have an ally within 5 feet of him.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have advantage, he doesn't have sneak attack in this scenario.
I
Oh,
see.
There's
I
no
see.
ally
Okay.
within 5 feet.
Then-
There's an ally within 10 feet.
Yeah, there's not
Oh,
only within.
I assumed already he had that.
Go ahead and it's only going to be 6 damage instead of 12 because I don't know how things work. So, let me see here. Just want to double check. Then it is going to be Edward's turn.
I can't see anything. I'm gonna open a door. Free action.
Step-
Oh,
Here.
so would you be able to say that I can move out of this door? Would that be moving closer to him? I
No.
was like,
Moving out of the door is out of sight, line of sight. That's totally valid.
there you go. Catapult time. I'm going to catapult. I wish I had a flask of holy water, but I don't.
Ooh.
Right, so I'm just gonna catapult some oil, flask of oil at him.
Okay.
Things to invest
He has
in
to make
later.
a deck save.
Fails.
That fails.
That can't be. I just need to double check that because I think that might be an actual error.
Actual error for what?
I think I might have misinput something.
Misinput. All right. 12.
Yeah, that is. I did misinput that. Or leave it for now, but that definitely is why that's not doing what I needed to do. Because somebody forgot to put in values.
All right, I'm gonna move into this room. I don't think I have another free action to close the door, but this is good enough. That's my turn.
Did you open the door?
I
You
opened
did.
the other door. Yeah.
Then that's your object interaction.
That's my turn. I pass.
Sorry, just give me a second. I'm fixing my stupidity.
Wow, can you tell me how to do that?
God, I wish that were me.
Let me just double check to see if that'll do it now. Oops. Stop! Why aren't you closing? Save. That's better. Now it has a modifier.
Yay!
Oh.
Okay.
Well, it makes it.
No, I'm not gonna. It's fine because I had fucked up.
Also, it only rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not.
It was gonna fail
Okay.
So-
seemingly anyway.
Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
Greased up.
Greased up, greasy girl.
Greased up deaf guy?
I was gonna kill it with fire. I don't know what you guys were thinking about with your dirty
So-
mind.
With that, it is the next one's turn. And top of the turn has to make a Constitution saving throw. That succeeds. So it takes half damage, roll your damage. Or we can just use what you did last time, the 6. So we don't have to keep doing it. Let's just do that. Half of 6 is 3. It's going to come up to you, Soren, and it is going to chaos. Inflict wounds.
Is that the con save that I made?
No, I made a con save.
That was the con save.
But you will have to make a con save if this hits. Does a 17 hit?
Oh, hold on. No, it does not.
A 17 does not hit. Okay. Then it's going to use. It's gonna
Plus 11.
It's gonna stay in this area on top of Moonbeam because it has to.
It doesn't want to take opportunity attacks from 3 people.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Wind chime. It is your turn.
Just give me a second. Gotta plug in my computer. Wait, do I get an opportunity attack on that woman?
No.
Right.
No, you don't get an opportunity attack. Hold on. Sorry, I know I'm fucking with your character sheet. I'm sorry.
Did I get my sword?
Yes, but I'm confused because I added it and I don't see it anymore.
I don't think I saw it. That?
I'm confused as to why it's not there. What the fuck? I added it. Okay. I guess I'll just add it again. I apologize.
It's okay. What is purple guy?
What is purple guy?
Yeah, he looks like some sort of exploding dragon, but on my left, under Brian.
That is a spiked devil. You don't. You weren't there, but the party had fought these previously.
Oh, okay.
They're mean.
I'll attack the woman with my sword.
Okay, go ahead and you can do that.
Kick her ass.
Should be sword.
Stone from sword?
Yeah, sword from stone, yeah.
Oh, okay. I think it... Okay. There's the roll.
Stone from stone, sorry. Oh my god. So I fucked bad. Hold on. I fucked up really bad. I'm
Whack
not
him
sure.
with a stone. Whack him with a stone.
Pocket stone.
There it is. That's why I couldn't get to it. Come on, open it. Why are you struggling?
13 hit. Or no.
13 does not hit.
Okay.
And that is with the proper modifiers on that. But the excess there's more, but it's not there. It doesn't matter anyway because you missed.
Mm.
Sorry.
What's up?
You
Can
have
I
a bonus.
spell spiritual weapon with my bonus action?
Yes, you can.
Awesome. I'll just place that down somewhere. It's
There.
gonna stutter up to the stuttering child.
And on your first casting of it, you can make an attack roll with it.
Okay. It's gonna snip, snip. I think I pressed the button. Oh wait, no, that button doesn't work. Here. There you go.
The 9 low rolls today. With a 9, it does miss.
I'll try.
Okay. Has some weird shit in it.
It's
What do you mean?
completely out of order.
Yeah, it is.
The things you've added are just not where they should be.
Okay. There you go. That should be right.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else for your turn? Wind chime.
No.
Okay. It's this spine double's turn, and it is going to fly up to you, Moonzik.
Yeah.
Get happy advantage for flanking. As he hits you with let me just double check to make sure it's both. Well, I just send it in chat, it doesn't matter. 2 attacks, one with its bite, one with its fork. Okay, with a bite.
Misses.
7. Wow, great rolls. 7,
Great
and then
rolls.
with a fork attack for an 11.
Also
wow.
misses.
So great. That's the end of that turn. It is your turn, Moonzik.
Moonzik's gonna wheel around on his heel and he's gonna just go right at him with grudge at that devil.
Okay.
9 does not hit.
9 does not hit.
Ghost Eye. That hits.
That is a crit. Nice job.
9 damage.
Oh, by the way, he should have advantage on this turn. We do have the squishy thing up because it's been my turn.
Sure.
Sorry, I should have said something at
Yeah,
the time.
definitely should have said something at the time. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is for this round, and then next round you can have stuff that.
Oh,
That's fair.
God.
But
That fucking sucks. That really fucking sucks
Well-
because this crit would have double damage. That sucks.
well,
It does have to.
yeah. You mean I
It's
could
a
have
second
hit with
attack.
grudge?
No, I mean Ghost Eye's crit, if it had advantage, would have sneak attack double damage.
You don't
which
know
is
that.
a
It's
huge
just
difference.
that doesn't matter. Oh, and I have blessed
You're
you. I
right.
should have remembered
There's
that.
nothing I can do about it. It still sucks.
Drop it.
Okay.
Now that I have advantage, I can still do sneak attack now that I hit with Ghost Eye.
That's
So 11.
so that's exactly what he was saying.
Yeah.
That's literally exactly what he was saying.
Okay.
Because either you have advantage or you don't have advantage.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Continue.
Okay.
20 damage. My turn is passed.
Yep.
And okay, so with that, I'm just gonna take it. So that is going to be the end of Moonzic's turn. It's Animo's turn.
I'm gonna attack this guy with my scimitar. Please hit. Please hit.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit! You bet your ass that's
Okay.
gonna hit.
Okay, that's another nat 20 for the books.
Okay. That's fucking sick. I'm gonna take this. This is the damage so far, but I'm adding Divine Smite to that.
Ooh!
Oh. Spell
It is
slot.
With a second spell slot.
I've heard those words before.
Second spell slot. Hell yeah.
So that will be 3. I think
3d8.
that's 4d8 because fiend.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you 4d8
That
with
one
and then you add your charisma modifier.
And then because the charisma modifier is adding to the slashing, so that's 4 so that's 12 16 damage originally, and then 48,
So go ahead and roll
Yeah.
that.
which is an extra 18 damage on top of that.
God, that is
God.
beautiful.
And how much so the first one's slashing and the second one is what kind?
The second one is
Might is radiant.
I think you're right. I think it's radiant. Divine Smite is radiant damage. Yes.
Yay, mixed damage types.
And it only has that much damage because also that roll is really funny because it equals out to just about like it's 8, 7, and 1 and 2. So it's like
that's average.
yeah, that's all right,
It's like
average.
Describe me
That's really-
that epic shot.
If he's not dead, then it's hard to explain probably. But I do have another
pretty
attack.
close. He's pretty close. So yeah, you want to try another attack? Do it.
I do have another attack. I'm gonna hope that it hits. Oh, 19!
Holy shit!
25.
So close!
Jesus.
Alright. The damage and tell me how do you want to do this?
Alright, this is the... Well,
First
we'll
off, roll
see
the
what
damage.
the damage is.
Okay,
7
how do you
damage?
want to do this?
Stick! So, firstly, you know, he takes his scimitar and he's like, and he slashes across the dude's chest, right? And with it, you see like you know his body starts to explode with damage, and you see him, you know, with the radiance. You see him back up, and he looks shocked by this because it did so much damage at one time. And then in that moment, I take my scimitar and I fucking impale him through the chest and heart, through through the fucking gash that I created with my first hit.
Hell yeah.
And then just fucking what fucking grab his shoulder, rip out the scimitar, take his body to the ground.
You see, as his body hits the ground, a wisp of blue energy exit out of his mouth before it it swirls its way to his compatriot right next to him and gets sucked immediately back into him, and he sits up with a gasp.
Oh
Wow.
no!
Okay.
They stole that, huh?
I should have cut off. As I should have gone for the head.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that's everything I can do.
Okay. It is
Unless I should have used radiant damage.
You have a choice?
I still have a lot more spell slots, so I could have done radiant damage on him anyway, but I knew that he was dead, so that's my bad. Continue.
It's this one's turn. And I do not mean to roll initiative. It changed. Hold on, we changed back.
Whoops.
Anyway, it is now this one's turn, and for its turn, it is going to
Roll initiative.
I'm having issues with formatting right now.
It's okay. Take your time.
It's going to its neck maw is going to open up and reach up to bite you. Oh. Come on, this freaking formatting is actually killing me. It's actually, I think I am deceased.
Well, that's it, guys. Game's over.
There we go.
Where's the man?
Wow!
Oh my god!
So that misses. And for its bonus action at that. No, it's gonna stay there. Fuck it. It's gonna stay there.
Okay.
It's the other one on this side. You're going to hear her giggle, turn invisible, and is going to. So technically, everybody's fear is dropped for a moment until she plops back here, right in front of you, Brian.
She can't do that.
Yes, she can.
She is afraid of me. She
is
cannot
a-
willingly mute. Oh, okay.
And she is
Said at the
going.
time.
I described like the way that she looked at you didn't seem very fearful. And she has, just so you know, she does have mirror image on herself.
Mm-hmm.
And she is also going to hit you with a bite action. Wow. I'm
Two.
really
You know what?
really.
Everybody stop using attack rolls. Start
Hold
using
on.
saving throws from now
Hold
on.
on. So
Jesus.
wait, I need to actually. I forgot to add the modifier. Ah, fuck. I'm stupid. I only added the strength. I need to add the efficiency. It's fine. It wouldn't have hit anyway, but it's still important to know. And that's going to be her turn. Soren.
Okie dokie. I suppose. Soren is going to. He's gonna hold Moonbeam up. Just keep Moonbeam up. And he. What do I got? That doesn't take concentration. You know what? I'll put your Aura of Hate to good use. He's gonna pull out his katana and swipe the woman in front of him.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll hit. This is a 22 hit.
22 hits.
And then it's this plus 4, so 12 damage.
Nice.
Nobody's taken any damage, have they?
Nope.
Not he
I don't think
had.
so.
Not
Then I
yet.
don't
I
have
mean,
to use my bonus
I'm still
action.
Not at
missing
full,
health, but
you know.
I'm
I've
still
taken
missing.
some damage. About 6 damage.
Okay, anything else for your turn, Soren?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Brian, it is your turn.
All right. Sorry about the fear confusion. Fuck it. Those. Making sure I still have this. I don't know what I just sent to chat. It was not intentional.
That was me.
Okay.
Dawn.
I am going to.
God damn it.
I need to get out of range to be able to do something. So I'm gonna teleport. Using my second of 3, and that's 30 feet, which ends the feared condition on me. Because I escaped 30 feet of the aura.
Yep.
And now I'm a walk my happy ass over here so that I can see that. Saving throws for those two if they're not immune to fear. Spine Devil and Creepy Child. And you mentioned this blue light, right?
Yep.
Where did it come from? Did it come specifically from his mouth?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the person next to them, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast twice.
Okay.
Uh.
26 hits.
12 damage.
Okay.
And again. 26, 10 damage.
Okay.
2 Eldritch Beams just fire off. And now Squishy is actually going to do Squishy's job. And dart out to distract whoever Moonzik is needing help with. And then dart back in. So, Moonzik, you have advantage.
Yay.
It's this Spine Devil's turn, still in the aura. Must make a con save. Being that it's a new turn, go ahead and roll me a new damage. Fails.
And
Fuck.
I'm rolling
Okay.
really bad right now.
The only reason
what?
we're all still
Yeah.
alive.
Hey.
No, literally, that's... it happens so often. I feel so bad.
Okay. Wow, very close. It is its turn. It's gonna just step forward out of the moonbeam. And oh wait, it's got. I should have. Let me just. I forgot it again because I keep forgetting it. I forgot it last time for these creatures, and I forgot it just now. So it's actually not that close. It's still close, but I apologize. I forgot that it has resistance. But for its turn, it is going to bite and then fork you, Windchime. For a 14 and a 12.
Fuck you!
I think that was a miss.
Does a 14 hit?
No, my armor class is 20.
Sick.
Thank you, Mithril Armor.
It is now the Dark Slayer's turn. He is going to use his movement to stand up. And seeing everything that's going on here, he is going to reach out and he's going to cast Inflict Wounds on you, Animo. For a...
Whoa!
What?
Okay, that is
That is
encouraging.
not the damage. That is the
No,
hit.
That's the to hit.
That's
but
still
yeah,
absurd.
20.
That's an 11 to hit,
20
Kale. I'm a
plus
little
2
bit
plus
concerned.
2 plus 7?
Hold
Oh,
on.
19 plus 2 plus 2 plus 7. Wow.
That's an
Wow.
11 to hit.
I'm just double checking the stat block right now. Yeah, it does say he has a +7 modifier to his spell
That's
attack.
insane. That's crazy.
So yeah, look at that. That's how it is. So anyway.
My AC is higher than that, so we're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah!
I just noticed it before, but
Plus
Gonna play Blade
30.
Speaker.
That's crazy.
I love how we all have Tarask armor.
wow,
One
wow,
necrotic damage.
That's
11
still
total.
10 damage.
Revolutionary.
it's 11.
Why is it 10? Why is it 11?
Because
So higher
one
level
and then the higher level
Revolutionary damage.
Wow. Good
My
job,
God.
buddy.
My
Yeah,
God.
you must be in so much pain right now.
Man.
I am so mad about how terrible my rolls have been. I'm
Good
not gonna
job,
lie.
buddy. You did some damage there.
It's Edward's turn. Edward,
Oh,
Just
Moonsick
outside-
has advantage.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, if I were to get into your line of sight and force a 20 on your portent, that would do a lot of damage, right?
Yep.
I can't see you right now, by the way, but if I could,
That is up
you're
to
next
you.
to like a target that has a lot of health, right?
That's up to you if you really want me to crit that badly. Otherwise, there are other monsters that could use some critting.
So
Also, paladin crits and rogue crits also operate very similarly.
Yes. Should I? No. The question is do you want me to crit you or crit Animo?
I'd rather you crit neither of us. I'd rather you allow us to get a crit, but...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, like I need to be in your line of sight to activate it.
Because I can only attack the Spine Devil. I have to run away from this spirit, so... I
Yeah,
would rather you
I'm-
give it to Animo at this moment.
All right. I'm gonna move up. We've killed the one on the left, right? I don't
No,
see
the
him.
one on the left is in front of you.
Oh, well, that's a little awkward. I'm gonna attack it.
You're going to attack it, so you do have disadvantage because you are feared.
It's a saving throw. I'm gonna cast catapult.
Okay.
Let's go, Catapult.
Yep, it has to make a dex save.
Wow,
That
my
does
Oh
not
my
pass.
god!
13 damage.
13
my
damage.
god!
Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna move no, I'm gonna stay in line of sight. Yep, that's
Okay.
it. That's my turn.
It's this one's turn. At the top of her turn, she needs to make a saving throw. Constitution.
Moonbeam.
And with a 9, that is a failure. Go ahead and what did we have? Rate 8. We're rolling it
Takes
again.
another 8.
Are you rolling it again?
How does this happen?
I think it's every time it's different damage.
No, I mean, well, I've just been.
Oh!
It's fine.
Oh! You're talking
Either
about
way-
me killing it. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the damage. I was like, I don't know. Does it repeat or do I roll it? I don't know. Oh, you're talking about me killing. Brain malfunction. I guess the radiant light is going to be showering down on her, and I'm guessing she's gonna fall to either her knees or fall backwards. Mid-fall, he's gonna kick her further into the beam.
Okay.
It's a shove.
Not gonna.
action.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even bother with that. So, it's not his turn. But we get the vibe.
Yeah.
When that happens, you see a bit of blue light exit her mouth, kind of swirl its way over to her partner, before dashing and rushing back in, and she sits up with a breath.
And makes another con save. No, I'm kidding.
So radiant damage doesn't stop their revive.
Wind chime.
Mm.
It is your turn.
Somebody kill them and then bottle up the blue stuff.
What would you like to do? You can keep attacking with your sword. That's totally okay. You also can move your spirit guardians too.
Yes.
You there?
Yeah. Can I want to use my spell command on the woman
Okay.
and just tell her to flee.
Okay. Roll. What is your DC?
It's a wisdom save.
Your spell save DC. Don't worry, it fails with another 2.
Don't worry,
Oh,
it fails.
3 opportunity attacks.
Jesus.
So she is going to, on her turn, she is going to do everything she can to flee.
Okay.
Proc
anything
opportunity attacks.
Bonus action?
No, that's
Eleven,
she has to spend her full action and then end her turn after. No bonus actions, nothing after.
Rocky, this is not your
Rocky,
turn.
what the fuck?
Sorry.
So, what would you like to do with your spiritual weapon?
Can she move into this room?
So
Yeah.
you
Better than lunch? Or
so It's a spiritual weapon. Does a spiritual weapon take up space? I don't think
No,
so.
the spiritual weapon does not.
Then yeah, if you want to move it into here to attack through the doorway, you absolutely can.
Okay. Actually, oh shoot! I keep opening the door. I'm going to like be here.
Okay, yeah, you can 5, 10. Yeah, you can do that easy.
Yeah, and then the spiritual weapon will attack this purple guy.
Okay, roll the hit.
Speaking of purple guys.
20 hits. Roll your damage.
Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
For 4. It does damage. Okay.
Just a little pinch.
A little pinch, yeah.
Okay. And it is the Spine Devil's turn. I fucked up.
Yep.
It's the Spine Devil's turn, so he is going to turn to you, Wind Chime, and he is going to bite and then fork you.
Wait, what? That's the wrong spine.
Hey, yo.
It's the wrong one?
That's the wrong one. It's the one that's by me.
Ah, never mind. He is going to fork and attack you, Moonzik, for 14 and a 4.
They both miss.
Now it is your turn, Moonzik.
Right. With advantage, I'm going to attack with Grudge on this Spine Devil.
Okay. You have advantage.
16?
16 does hit.
6 damage.
How do you want to do this?
This thing is up in the air, right?
Yeah.
I like to think that Moonzik jumps up in the air and like stabs it right in the stomach, and then drags it back down and just like drives it into the floor.
Hell yeah.
And then since now that he's out of the way and he has to move because of Frighten, I'm going to move away.
You can attack at disadvantage.
Because, I thought... Was that something else where I have to move away?
No, it is a frightened condition here.
You don't have to move away. You can't willingly move towards.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if
that's
you move
what it
away,
is.
you won't be able to move back.
There's some situations where they're frightened and run as far away from you as possible, but that's not the situation.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wasn't there a condition where someone has to move away during with their movement, or
No.
It
That's like the
depends.
command spell.
That's the command spell. That's probably what you're thinking.
Oh, okay, honey. Actually, I think I'm going to take the disengage action, and I'm going to go on the other side of this Spine Devil right here. Closing doors as I go along, because I don't want anybody else to be dragged into this.
Absolutely. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Animo, it is your turn.
I'm gonna attack the dude in front of me
Okay,
I'm
do
gonna
that.
force a 20.
Get
with a
him.
javelin. You're gonna force a 20?
That's a crit.
I
so
told you I was gonna smite crit some. Oh, you can't crit smite with that. Never mind.
It's a crit,
No
though.
or yes?
No, it's okay. It's a crit, but you won't be able to smite with a javelin because it's a melee. You have to smite with a melee. You can't use range to smite.
I can't. Oh,
Javelin with a misclick in general, that's not what you intended to do because they would have been at disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's within a range.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, range attacks in 5 feet impose disadvantage.
So I would just if you want to, you can just re-roll, take the advantage, take the
I'll take the crit.
Okay, so with that, your damage. I'm just gonna roll it here to see what the. So you're gonna roll 2d6 plus 3.
Plus, how
Okay.
much is he gonna smite for?
On, well, we're
So
figuring it out.
2d6, 9, 10.
Chill out,
12.
Rocky.
And then are you gonna smite or are you not going to?
I am gonna smite. I'm just gonna do it at first level, so that'll be 3. That'll be 3d.
Okay.
3d8. And then you add 4 to the first one, though, also. So, wait. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 17.
Plus
30.
3.
Plus 3 also?
Yeah, you get plus 3 from your just natural your modifier to your damage die. So it's you technically get 2d6 plus 3 for your crit, which would have been 12 plus 4 for 16, 16 plus 17.
Right.
33.
So 23. How do you want to do this?
Well, this time I'm gonna cut off his head,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take his head, and I'm gonna put the scimitar through it, and then stab it into the wall.
Oh my god!
Okay.
And then say, "Stop moving."
I thought I was demonic.
And you see with that, a blue wisp comes out of his mouth and fades off into oblivion. It is this girl's turn. And she is going to come stand on the body of her summon. Right at you, Moonzik. And is going to attack you with her bite. No, hold on. Let me just double check here. I need to actually open this. Spellcasters are hard.
No, spellcasters are squishy, kind of. Sometimes.
Ugh.
Yeah, she's gonna hit you with a bite.
Okay,
For an 11.
that misses.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I just would like to roll above a 5 once. That would be great.
Boy,
You do against me all the time.
I have no idea what that feels like at all. Kale, how about you?
I mean, we've had a couple sessions where I've rolled above a 5.
I know, I'm just being facetious.
We've had a couple.
And just keep in mind that we do have that aura of doom up, so anybody within 30 feet. Which
Oh.
You all get a +4.
you all get a +4, but you all do need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Actually, not everybody. All these people get a +4. So not Edward. But Edward doesn't have to roll.
Edward's
So.
not affected.
Whoops, that was not meant to be advantage.
Can't have a condition more than once.
Well,
Yeah.
either way.
Oh, only 13.
Well, can't you have it coming from multiple sources, though?
No, it doesn't stack.
No, it doesn't stack.
Okay.
So Cameron, you didn't need to make the save again.
Oh, well.
You were already under the effects, but Lily, you do succeed the saving throw, both Soren and Animo. However, even with your bonuses, do fail. You are now frightened from this one over here. And she already made a bite attack against you, so it's going to be the other one's turn. She's going to turn to you, Edward, and she is going to attack you with a short sword. Not short sword. Why did I say short sword? Bite attack for 15 to hit.
Alright, that hits.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, 7 damage.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Nope. Cosmic Omen. I'm gonna remove 3 of the attack, so it's a 12 now.
Oh, you're right, it doesn't.
Oh, nice.
That just doesn't hit. That's pretty good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Pretty neat. That's pretty neat. And you're still within that range and never change. So it is Soren's turn. You are frightened. Ah!
Right. Okay.
Sufficiently spooked.
I'm gonna drop concentration on Moonbeam.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a fucking team player, I think.
Let's go.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire. And I'm gonna cast it on myself.
What?
So let me put it in chat. So every object or any creature within the spell's range, so within a 20-foot cube, so 10 feet from me, out in every direction, I can pick who I want to be shed in a dim light, and then people can get advantage on it.
Okay.
So I need dexterity saves from everybody but the one creature next to Moonzik.
I thought you said 10 foot. Oh, 20 foot. Never mind. Sorry.
You said everybody?
No, he's not going to do the party.
Okay.
No, I can pick all of the enemies. So just the 3 of them that are next to Windchime.
Wait, it says any creature, doesn't it?
Yeah, but he can pick.
Oh, okay.
Well, that saves.
Yeah, that's nat 20.
Oops, I accidentally did that for Windchime.
That's a nat 1.
Doesn't matter.
Windchime now starts glowing.
You look positively radiant there, Windchime.
I just feel good.
Another nat 1.
Another nat 1.
Oof.
So
Can
2
we
nat
go?
1s and a nat 20.
Yeah.
Well, the first
Nice.
nat one didn't really count.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it did.
13!
No. You
That's
still roll
fail.
dice. Just because we're highlighting something else doesn't mean that you get to like, I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. That's your roll.
That was wind chimes.
Windchime.
Emily was rolling it.
Okay, so anyway, I'm very flexible with you all about shit like that. Be flexible with me.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Okay.
So all but this one fails.
Wait,
so-
isn't that the one affected by command?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll put a little yellow dot.
So if it so it has to run away next turn anyway.
Yep, it is Brian's turn. Oh, unless you're doing anything else.
I used a spell, so I can't.
Got movement
Hold
and
on, give me
bonus
1
action.
second. Click that.
Fairy Fire is
I don't think I can.
action. It's an action. So unless you have another bonus action to use that isn't spell casting,
Oh, go ahead. I'm done.
Brian, what's your turn?
All right. So this
Wait, why the fuck are you over there?
fuck it, we ball. Cause I teleported.
Yeah, you can teleport behind you and whisper that you're
2,
already dead.
3, 4, 5.
What?
Well, I've seen that the only way of killing these guys seems to be beheading them. So she's gonna take out her the weapon that used to be her packed weapon,
Short sword.
the short sword that she has, and she has advantage, and she's just gonna try and kill it.
Yeah, hit it with your CX. 21 hits.
And then just in case I crit. So she takes out her CX and she just goes for the neck.
Just click the damage for the CX.
Yeah. So, oh, I see.
For 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 damage at the neck.
You take 7 damage. Looking pretty rough. Looking like she wants to run away.
Oh, okay.
Anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Then it's going to be the Spine Devil's turn. He is going to go for Wind Chime once again with a multi-attack, a bite, and a fork. Does a 21 hit?
No.
20.
No, it does. It does. He successfully attacks me.
For 8 slashing damage.
Wait. Does it hit though?
Oh.
Can I cast
Well,
Hellish Rebuke? Since
Yes.
he attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that would work.
Hell yeah.
So that's a ranged attack at 5 feet, right?
Just go ahead and send that to chat.
I'll let it slide this time.
Oh, it's dex save.
I don't know if my internet's slow or not, or if I.
With a 14 on that. For that, by the way. Do you want me to pull it open for you?
Or that. Okay.
So it's a 14, so it beats it. Go ahead and roll 2d10 fire damage. Okay. So it's 13, so it still beats it. Wow, that was some great rolls. For 17, it does succeed, so it's half of that. So we're gonna go round up to 9, and then and then it's also be 5. It's still alive somehow. You feel like that, even if it succeeded, that should have killed it, but it did.
It's got fire resistance.
It's the end of that turn. It is this guy's dead. Edward.
Hi. Resisting the urge to fireball myself and the other 2 things at the edge, I'm gonna cast. Okay, first I'm gonna move 5 feet away. Actually, no, Windchime, are you okay with being blasted with fire? You got fire resistance. Everything has fire resistance.
I think I do.
Yeah, fire. Tieflings have fire resistance. This is Brian, right?
No.
I am Brian. I am here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have Hellish resistance.
Okay, you know what? I'll just take the hit. I don't care. I'm going to move 5 feet. Trigger an opportunity attack if it wants to take it.
Yes.
Okay. Swing away.
14.
That just hits. 6 damage.
Yep.
Alright, I'll take it, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands. So it's a 15-foot cone, so it hits this, and it should hit this, and this one's doused in oil.
This is a
Okay.
friendly.
It's a friendly?
Oh, it doesn't. It can't feel fire or anything really.
I couldn't see the token,
He can't see because the wall's in the way.
because the wall's in the way. But it's a cone, and it's
So-
15 feet.
So just shouting out an ammo pointing. There's an enemy here, an enemy there, and an enemy there.
Yeah, but it technically also hits here.
That's okay. It's just the spirit weapon. Spirit.
Oh, it's a spirit weapon.
It'll-
Never mind. Okay, it doesn't
It'll
take
make
the-
it. It'll make it smell like apple pie. Warm
Yeah,
apple pie.
go ahead.
I see this as an
Yeah.
absolute win. I'm gonna Burning Hands.
Yeah, roll your boning hands.
It has to. They have to roll dex saves.
Okay, still send it to chat.
That fails. And the other one. Okay, that one succeeds. So it takes half damage.
And then
Resistance.
wind chime. And then wind chime.
Wind
also.
chime does not get hit because I took an opportunity attack to make sure
Oh,
she doesn't get hit.
right. That's right. Okay.
This one's doused in oil though.
This one is doused in oil. Go ahead and roll me 1d4, please. Okay, go ahead and roll me
Okay.
1d4 too.
1 damage.
Okay.
14. 14 on this one, and 6 on this one, reduced down to 3. I think if it has fire resistance.
Yes. You see the flames from your hands erupt out. How do you wanna do this?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna close my eyes. And I'm just gonna, shoot a big blast of fire, and then the whole room's gonna smell like apple pie.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna say, crispy. And then I'm gonna book it.
Okay.
I'm gonna move back here and out of the range of those guys.
Now it's not
Okay.
a time to be baking.
Now
Definitely a time. Always a time.
it's this one's turn and must flee. It doesn't necessarily say that you can't take
It absolutely does.
engage action.
Oh no, it can't
No.
because its action is dash. It has to take a dash action and end its turn right after the dash action.
Okay.
No bonus
Yeah.
actions, no free action.
Okay.
So that also procs opportunity attacks, which is why command is good when it hits.
And is going to attempt to rush out the door.
I get an opportunity attack, and I believe so does Soren.
And so does
So does
Animo,
Soren,
and so does
so does
Windchime.
Animo, and so does Windchime.
Oh,
Oh
my
yeah, that
goodness.
key corner.
Yeah,
Um,
command is a good spell. It's underrated. That's why I always run it on summon.
Okay.
So Animo,
we
go
just
first.
we just all get a shot at this
We'll
one.
do this. Animo, you go first. 10 misses. Soren,
We're trying to Julius Caesar this woman.
11 misses.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Windchime,
Let it be true. Let this be the invincible fiend.
No. No, no, no.
I would prefer if it wasn't.
Stone from stone! 17!
17 does hit. Roll your damage.
She gets
Ignore the
stoned.
bonus. 8. How do you want to do this, Windchime?
I want to cut her head off.
As you swing the sword and cut her head off, you again see that similar blue wisp float out and dissipate into nothingness. You also feel really good. You feel really, really good.
No. Oh
Yeah,
no,
I
cursed
do.
items.
Yes.
Cursed items.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, murder! It feels good, doesn't it?
Me and my sword.
Boy, this sword feels familiar.
I don't know what you're talking about, Cameron.
You feel compelled to use the sword.
When should I make a wisdom saving
So
throw?
where does the
Should I be fearing for my mental?
Where did the blue wisp go?
just dissipated into nothingness?
Okay.
As it should.
Good.
Gone. Reduced to atoms.
You killed
While
me.
this is happening,
Oh.
okay, your turn next. So, give me just a second. I need to type this out to you because it's a thing.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
the DM,
DM loading tip.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Amazon Prime Day is coming up, so
Boy.
get those deals.
Oh, okay.
That was a DM loading tip, by the way.
That was a
From the
a loading
DM.
tip.
From the DM, you should get those deals from
Get those
Amazon.
deals. DM loading tip for command spell. Command spell is a very surprisingly versatile spell.
In case you skipped the ad, get fucked, Sky Zephyrs. You should probably look at that.
Homie and the dudes, check it out.
Homie and the dudes. You thought that you were free from the ads, but you never are.
With me, Dio.
Want a break from the ads? Nah, you don't get a break from the ads.
Nah.
DM loading tip. Make every activity an infomercial. Because then you can inform and commercial.
Yeah.
It's
Now with
literally
200%
exactly
more
what they did on
ads.
High on Life, where everything is a commercial, but it's not.
It's a
Really
fake
not.
commercial that someone paid money to advertise an unexisting
You
product.
now have that information. What would you like to do on your turn?
Oh, let me read it. Oh my goodness.
I should specify that. Nobody else knows about this but you.
Okay. Well, I was looking at this child and I wanted to attack her right away.
Okay, you can step on that body if you'd like.
Yes, I want to.
Jesus Christ!
Bro, feel the crunch. Of the
Slow your
skulls
roll.
beneath her
I'm
feet.
starting to get concerned.
Bro, she's starting to feel the crunch of the skulls beneath her feet.
This is now our cleric's villain arc.
You do have advantage on this, so go ahead and roll
Roll
advantage.
again. Okay.
Wow!
Okay.
I'm just like waving
Right.
my sword into the air.
What does everybody else see?
They see wind chime is like kind of growling with like anticipation of hitting something, but like too clumsy to actually hit anything.
Totally.
And like her back is to them, so
yeah, true. Except for Edward.
Edward can see she has a like enraged look on her face, and it kind of looks like she's crying, maybe.
That's a little bit very terrifying. So even though I'm 30 feet away from the aura, I think I'm gonna elect to keep my frightened status. I'm kidding though, from frightened status.
Anyways, my crab is gonna attack this child as well.
Got it. Roll the hit. With a 16? 16, it does not hit.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This guy's dead. It's Moonzik's turn.
I don't have advantage, but that's not going to deter me from trying to attack with grudge, damn it.
I believe your advantage and your disadvantage cancel out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be a straight roll.
About that.
Yeah, so you
no.
To make a saving throw.
That's Dex, right?
Yeah. Dex save.
Oh, okay, I'm
22. That is a pretty good save.
You're fine.
Alright, then I'm going to attack with Ghost Eye. 20.
20! You technically have disadvantage. Because
yes.
then it only attack once.
Keep forgetting about that. 16.
16 misses.
Misses?
Aww.
Yeah.
Damn.
The small frame of the child crawling up against the wall is upsetting.
Yeah.
And also
It's upsetting.
anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. Animo. It's your turn.
Yeah.
You are still under the frightened condition.
Yes. Indeed I am. I want to go over here.
That does break line of sight. And
does this break line of sight?
Not quite.
Not quite.
Let me just
This what does this? Does this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I have a single I'm trying to find out if I have a ranged attack. I guess I do have a javelin. Am I close? Am I far enough away that that's fine?
30 feet.
You can hit this one. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go for a javelin attack. 19?
19 hits.
Fuck yeah.
4 damage.
Okay. You
Not
see
very
that
much
this
damage, but
looks
there you
a
go.
little bit rough.
Okay, that's then my turn.
Okay. It is this one's turn. She's going to make a bite attack against you, Moonzik. One's going to fail.
Indeed
And
it does.
this one's going to make a bite attack against you, Lily.
Mhm.
Wind chime.
And it's going to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're going to take 6 damage. And that's where we're going to take a break.
All right. This is where we're going to end part 1. We will be back soon for part 2 and the conclusion of this thrilling fight. All right, and we're back for the second part. Emily, where did we leave off?
It is now this demon's turn. She is going to make a light attack against you, Windchime. I think did we just do this?
Yeah, she already succeeded.
Then it is Sora's
23
turn.
and 6. 16.
Okie dokie. So I am fighting against the one on the right.
Correct. Not the one on the left.
Alright, he is going to...
Soren, come here, babe.
Okay. He is going to...
+4 on attack.
You want me to attack you?
No.
What? Okay.
No, keep just.
He's gonna guiding bolt the one that was attacking Windchime.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. 21 hits.
21. For 18 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, so after it hits Windchime, he is gonna seem a little irritated, and he's going to he's gonna almost pull back almost like a light bow, and he's gonna shoot this light arrow that's gonna go right past Windchime and pierce right into its heart.
Hell yeah. Anything else for your turn?
That is a spell, so no.
Brian, it's your turn.
All right. Well, the source of my fear is now dead, which is nice, so I'm no longer feared. I'm, walk up here through the bodies, just kind of pushing them out of the way, one of them pinned to a wall. And I'm going to Eldritch, Blast twice.
24 hits.
9 damage.
Okay.
I'm pushed back 10 feet. And then again.
25 hits for 6 damage.
And then I will summon a tentacle. And 11 does not hit, but the tentacle is still out there. Tentacle. Right there. Actually, right there.
Does it have a 15 or 10 foot reach?
It has a 10-foot reach. I'm hoping that I'm allowed to attack it a little out of order. If not, I can move it here.
Attack it a little out of order? What do you mean?
As in, like...
You can't move it Can you move it? Never mind. It's not important. Just put it here. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Okay. This guy's dead. It's Edward.
All right. Nothing too exciting here. I'm gonna, since I moved out of the range, I'm allowed to move back. I'm not frightened. Dead bodies don't count as like an obstacle that I need to like move, right?
Technically, dead bodies are half movement, but if it's not too big of a deal.
Okay.
So, like, it'd be,
dash
like,
action 10.
It basically costs 10 feet. It's like moving through alleys.
35. Yeah, no, this is 30 back here.
Yeah, you can go right there. It's fine.
Yeah, that's dash action. That's my turn. I don't have a bonus action.
Why is that your dash action?
Because I was all the way back there to get rid of the frightened status.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then that was 30 feet back.
Oh, yeah, you were far, far away.
Move me here, and then half movement brings me up here.
I got you. I got you. Okay. Wind chime.
Okay, I'm gonna make my Constitution save. I do that at the beginning of my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that succeeds.
Oh, okay. Lucky.
Okay, you are free to do what you will.
Okay. Well, she like stands up straighter and like gets a clear look in her eyes. This changes things. How far away is this child?
The child is, let me
45
measure. Oh,
feet.
somebody else has got it.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on her.
Okay. So what kind of saving throw is that? Dex?
DC 14, Dexterity save.
That's a critical.
Nat 20.
So it succeeds and doesn't take any damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Is that
with your
what
bonus
happened
action,
with Nats?
Yeah, that's...
you can move your crab apple.
Oh. It can only move 20 feet.
Okay. Then, if that's the end of your turn, it's going to be Moonzic's turn.
Moonzic's going to advance a little bit, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be 25 feet of movement because of the body there. He's going to attack with Grudge at still
You are here.
Yes, so still disadvantage.
So you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't move closer to your target.
Oh,
if you're
duh.
here.
Oh, duh. Well, then I guess he's going to move this way and move around the corner. Going to take a few more feet of movement to get around these bodies, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Animo.
Am I still frightened by this guy?
You shouldn't be, no.
You're good.
And that should remove the status on me as well.
You should. Let's see.
There we go.
Is there anybody left? I'm confused now.
That child at the right
it's out
end
of your
of the
vision
hallway.
range.
Yeah.
Is it out of my vision range, but not...
Yep.
Is it 30... Is it here?
It's here.
Oh, wow. How far is that away? 45?
Yep.
What's the javelin's vibe? 30 to 120.
So you can roll to hit with disadvantage. You would already have disadvantage, but you can't see the enemy. So
yep.
you're just at disadvantage.
Oh, fuck it. If I
Hey.
get it, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, attack is better
but-
than no attack.
9.
You throw your javelin and you hear it thud against the wall.
Did that hit it?
Did you? Let me put it this way. Did you ever hear the legend of the legendary warrior Gungus?
Did that? No. Did that hit? Did that hit? I can't see anything. Did that hit the?
Oh, he
You
doesn't have
missed
dark
by
vision.
a mile.
He doesn't have dark vision.
I do have that.
Wait, does he?
He's got a reduced dark vision.
Oh.
He's got 30 feet of dark vision.
Oh, okay. Still out of range of that. The rest of us can see it.
Animo?
That's it.
Okay, can you throw it again?
Oh, I do have two.
I do have two attacks.
Thank
Went
you.
back up to
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. 25.
Holy shit!
25 hit.
25.
7 damage.
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah,
Right? Brian's gonna be sassing him when a javelin just like flies inches past her face.
Okay, it is now the demon's turn, and it's going to turn invisible.
Oh, good.
Not again.
You hear screaming, a blood-curdling scream, come from this room. Yeah,
Which room?
this one.
The one with the screaming coming from it.
We still don't know which one you
Yeah,
just
we
highlighted.
can't see your ping.
Oh.
Oh, that was...
Can you see it now?
No.
Nope.
There it is.
Nope.
There it is. Oh
right on the
no!
corner and it's Brian.
Fuck.
Yeah, you hear a blood-curdling scream. Soren, it is your turn.
Ooh. Can Scorin just go Scorin? Can Soren squeeze? Fuck English. God, can Soren squeeze
yes.
through the door?
It costs so to move through. No, yeah, you can squeeze the door at no movement penalty either.
Okay. He's gonna open the door and then squeeze in to see what's going on.
Okay, jump on in. When you open the door and enter, you are met with a terrible sight of the neck of this child opened up, devouring this poor soul that you had the conversation with before. I think it was Arden.
Arden.
As you hear his screams and you see blood splash against the wall, as the creature looks back at you, and definitely looks a bit healthier. Whoops.
That's the wrong direction.
What the fuck?
That's the
Oh,
wrong
okay.
direction.
That was not something that we needed to see.
There we go. Looks healthier.
Wait, so would command
this guy-
word work
is this guy
to take
dead?
undo that?
Yep.
You don't know for certain off a glance, but you know there's blood everywhere.
Would command word regurgitate undo that? Just curious.
So has she fully eaten him, or is he like on the ground?
He is currently still in his bed, his chest gaping and open, his neck and blood, and it's viscera gross.
I don't think I can heal that. Not gonna lie.
Wouldn't hurt to try. You've been there in the first 6 seconds.
Yeah. He's gonna take a swipe at it with his sword at the demon thing, whatever.
You're still within the aura.
That is a question I'd like to address. When she was at the end of the hallway, I was like 40 feet away from it. So would that negate the aura?
It only counts for melee. So sword attacks.
No. What I mean is, like I was outside of the 30 feet radius of the aura.
Yeah.
Would that get rid of it or no?
Yeah. Technically, I didn't do it on her turn, so because you didn't know exactly where she was, except you did. So, yeah, no, you're good. 21 hits.
And am I doing that damage with the Devout of Hate or whatever?
Yep.
So 11 slashing.
Okay.
And then I'll use my bonus action, and I'll whisper to the man. I'm gonna use a higher level.
Now,
let me choose.
This is something you do know, right? As a person who cures, we have to stabilize them if they're dead. If not, it could just your cure wounds isn't going to do much good if they're dead. You would have to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they're unstable, then they need to be stabilized. Or if your cure wounds is just going to basically bleed right out of them. So, make a decision about what you're going to do with your bonus action now.
He's gonna do it just in case they are still okay.
Okay.
Because I already used my action, so I can't really go back and try and stabilize.
Okay, so you're gonna try cure wounds?
No, I used my action already. So I'm healing word.
Healing word. Okay. Go ahead and do your healing word thing. And while that's happening, Brian, it's your turn. Brian, with the open door, you can see this creature.
Are you muted, buddy?
Kale?
Sorry, I am muted. Thank you. I have to make my save then, right? I fail, so I can't get closer to the creature. I can get further away, though.
You actually, from that position, technically, you can still attack if you wanted.
Yeah, I know. I can get further away, and it's advantageous for me to get further away, despite I don't think it can opportunity attack me through 3/4 cover, right?
Three-quarters cover?
Well, because more than half my body is obscured by the wall. It also has 3/4 cover from me.
Sure.
I'm going to use Mage Hand to deliver stabilization to the...
Okay, so you have stabilized the person after storing cured wounds, correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just to make sure that the cure wound stays, I guess. However, we're ruling that. And I will walk this way. From what I understand, it will get an opportunity attack, but it's that 3/4 cover, so
which
plus 5
increases
to my
your AC by 5. Yeah.
Yep. if it wants it.
It'll take it. Who knows? Yeah, that don't hit.
Tentacle moves up because bonus actions are fun, and it will attack.
At 3/4.
So 25 to attack through 3/4 cover.
hit.
It takes 5 damage, and has its speed reduced.
Okay. Edward.
I can't see this creature, right?
Nope. But you gather, based on the sounds of everything, it's happening in the room that Soren just went into.
Okay, well, I can see this object, correct?
Yeah.
And I can extrapolate that Soren is next to a creature over here, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna catapult.
Okay.
I'm gonna catapult whatever is sitting on. I'm assuming that's like a little lamp.
Candle, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna catapult the candle in him.
Okay.
He has to make a dex save.
Okay, that fails.
That's a fail. Okay, come on, good damage. That's pretty good.
That's
15.
pretty good damage.
Fantastic.
Alright,
Okay.
it's gonna be my turn, and for my movement, I'm gonna move back here and out of line of sight, and to open up space that other people can stand.
So it does evoke attack of opportunity onto you. We'll see if it hits.
Well, he can't see me, and I can't see him, right?
3/4 cover.
3/4 cover. So that
Okay,
still
that
fails.
misses. That misses. Fair enough. Alright,
Wind
that's my
chime.
turn.
It's your turn.
I don't know what to do. Those rooms are so small.
Totally get it. It is a pretty small space.
I can't even see into it.
You can hold an action until you see a creature. You can dodge.
I thought we established that Spirit Guardians doesn't take up a slot either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spirit weapon.
You could also put your Spirit Guardians in there to attack.
absolutely.
Yeah, some of the best, like, tier 2 damage in the game.
I can't. So my Spirit Guardian doesn't give me.
I think Soren was
I
looking at
can't
spirit weapon.
see the room if my character can't see the room. But I'll put my Spirit Guardian there and move my character back over here on the dead body. And then she'll attack.
There has to be a point that you can see, right?
I don't think I need to see my Spirit Guardian.
Yeah, so you're fine then. In that case, go ahead and roll to hit with your Spirit Guardian. An 11 does miss. Moonzik.
Yeah. Moonzik's
Given
going.
the situation.
Given the situation, he's gonna charge right into the room.
Okay.
He's gonna get
All
past.
the way through.
Yep, get past Soren. That's gonna give him advantage with Grudge now.
Yep.
26 to hit
26 hits.
with 14 damage, and I'm just gonna throw the sneak attack on top of it. 23 damage total.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Moonzik kind of like just throws himself into the room and catches his foot in the corner and uses it to push off, driving Grudge right into this creature's stomach and pinning it against the wall.
Hell yeah. Haha! You have defeated my ghostly puzzle.
Ah, damn it!
Is he alright, Soren? I saw you use some kind of healing magic.
Yeah, can I do a medicine check to see what condition they're in?
Yeah, absolutely. With a okay, with your critical success, with your total of 27, you know that the state that, first off, he is alive, right? He is currently stable. He is unconscious. But upon further investigation, you realize that the state that this man is in, combined with everything that you have seen, you think that he was being poisoned. Whatever medicine he was talking about before, you think was probably keeping him in this state, keeping him infirm.
As Soren is stabilizing him, checking on him, Moonzik is basically gliding down the hallway and is like opening up all the doors, and like anybody that is in their bed in these rooms, he's going to say, "Are you Dern?" Like, he's basically like rushing at this point, trying to find him.
Yeah, cracking open all of these doors. The only room that you come across to down this hall, as you're opening the doors, that has somebody in it that you weren't previously aware about, is this one. Inside, you see a human man. He is currently under, I should say, just like with all of the other rooms, there is that single candle that provides the only illumination here. You notice that that candle, compared to the other one, leaves a sweet, pungent odor, different from the rest of Mother's Care Home. You see a human man in a fitful sleep, lying on the bed within.
Sir, can you hear me?
Getting closer, you notice that his body shape's a little bit off. And as you approach, you gather that his legs have been amputated. He is completely unaware of his surroundings at this point.
Windchime, I think I need some help down here. Moonzik's gonna start shaking him. Sir, can you hear me?
Is this the man we're looking
for? You hear fitful cries. Windchime, go ahead and roll me a medicine check, with advantage given what information that
Soren just provided
has been given. Yeah. So with a 22, you do gather that this is something has poisoned him more intensely than, I should say, other patients here. While you're not sure what the poison is, you do know that as long as he is poisoned, he can neither speak nor write.
Yeah.
So, but medical or magical treatment remove the poison from his system, or otherwise raises his wisdom score by 4, or frees him, would free him from this position he's in.
Okay, which file do I use? I'm looking at them. But
like lesser restoration.
Okay, yep, and I can
remove poison or disease.
Yep. I'll use lesser restoration on him.
Okay.
Touch him and do an enchantment.
Okay. Restoring him, you see that he He kind of sputters for a few seconds, clearly working after you have removed the poison from him, working his dry mouth and choking out with a rasping cough.
Mm-hmm.
There's no time, he says in a hoarse whisper.
No.
Flynn, he keeps me here. He plans to murder Crandall and Tools. Don't let them go into the woods. Fiends and nightmares alike lurk there. You see that he's visibly struggling, as if forcing memories to come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
When his eyes widen for just a moment. A house in the hollow. My strong box. My old treasures. My piece of the watch. Take them to Tools. She will know that you speak for me. He breathes heavily for a few seconds before he continues, struggling against his weakened body even after your removal of the poison.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, Flynn. Make him confess. And tell the town about this place so these families can save their own.
Dern, can you get out of here? If you got up and hung on around my neck, would you be able to make it out of here?
You see, he closes his eyes, exhausted by the effort, and says to you, I can't walk, not anymore.
I'll carry you if I have to.
Give me 10 minutes, I can form a disc.
It's not just me, though. Everyone here has been under those hellish creatures' rule.
We've dealt with them. If we can't get you all out now, we will bring back more. We will get you out of here.
Good. And you see his breathing slows, but appears even.
Windchime is gonna give him a good berry apple slice and make sure he's comfortable.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
All right. Ooh, this is a heavy one.
That just dropped a lot more questions than we have answers. What's the watch? What is Flynn doing?
So yeah, this is going to be the end of session 47. Thank you all so much for watching. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscription down below if you like what you see, if you want to keep up to date with what's going on in my channel. Follow the links down below. The first one's going to be for my Twitch channel. That's going to, if you want to drop a follow over there to get live updates to when I start streaming. The second link is going to be to Sky Zephyrs by Homie and the Dude and their 5e combat overlay. And then the third one is going to be for Describe, our special link that allows you to go to a subscription page with a 10% discount. With that, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next session. Have a good night.